Disney Channel.
What's this podcast called?
Stepsister from Planet Weird.
Podcast from Planet Weird.
Oh,
Luck of the Irish. More like freak me in the eyeballs.
I love this movie.
No!
I told you not to bring up prom in this
you want
episode.
to talk about prom, mama? Drama-ca-flama, baby. I was nominated for winner from
God damn it.
It's the holiday season. Hello, everyone.
Happy holidays.
And by holidays, we mean Happy Wonksember, everybody.
The only true holiday, our Lord and Savior, Wallace Wonkers, here to party.
Who up wonking December? You know what I mean?
What the fuck did you just say?
That meme of like, who up blank, they blank.
What? Oh.
You don't
Oh. Like, who's up? Like, who is awake?
Yeah.
I'm here now, thank you.
Who up wonking December?
You're speaking in tongues.
No. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to our final episode of the year.
Our final episode. Ever.
Question mark? No, because I think you'll be excited about January's theme, which I will announce at the end. So
it's Juan. We go back to my family
you watch your childhood video.
Yeah.
Wow.
We critique the camera work.
Wonksember, we watched the original Willy Wonkers, the 1971 film that I love and Juan does not. And now we're watching...
I'm okay with it. We're
talking about the 2005 Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which Juan loves and I am okay with.
There we go.
And we love equal opportunity here.
We love... Yeah, you're right.
Here on the show. This is episode 307. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Prime numbers everywhere. Wait, is 7 a prime number?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Before we dive into it, we're here recording on Christmas Day in the morning. Peace, Alan Arkin. No, we're actually recording on Christmas Eve. And
Christmas time
is here.
Christmas time.
Willy Wonka's here.
Willy time. No, that sounds like a little too close to
Who up
pee time.
wonking their willies?
I'm sorry, who's doing what to their willies?
Anyways, Juan and I both attended some gatherings last night, and you also had a fun time dog sitting my baby boy.
Your baby boy who does nothing. Literally, okay, here's the tea, mama. If nobody in your family was home and I were to walk into your house, I think Marty, this is Sarah's dog's name. Yes, Marty, the dog has a human name. Okay, get used to it.
All of our dogs have only had human names.
That's
well, I guess not Lucky, but like we had Riley and Susie.
I'm sorry, there was a girl named Lucky, so...
Oh, you're right. There was a girl named Lucky, and she was a star, and she cried. But yeah, I think it's just fun when dogs have, like, human names.
Okay.
I think if anyone names their dog anything to do with cars or speed or anything like that, that's fucking stupid.
Hi, this is my car, Miata.
I'm talking about your dog.
Which one is a car?
Well, like, it has to do with like, car and speed. Torque?
Oh, shit, you're right. That little motherfucker, you're right. I forget him. I don't like him. I'm gonna be real. You cannot like some pets. I'm gonna say this.
Is that the one that threw up yesterday?
Yes.
Oop, I get it. He's just a little puppy. How old is he?
I don't know, like less than a year, which is why I don't understand.
Which is why I just don't understand.
I just don't understand. Where was I going? Where were we going with this conversation?
Marty's just an angel. He's sleeping. He's just sitting.
Oh, I was saying. He's so docile. You know how he jumps on me and he gets really excited when he sees me?
Yeah, that's like just for like the first couple minutes.
That's literally until no one's looking. Then the second y'all leave, he's like, fuck you. And he'll go to like a corner and just sit there. And then
he gets sad that we're not there.
But I'm there. Me,
Well.
baby boy. I am there.
The last time he sat with you in the room, right?
Oh, he did. Like towards the end, we were both falling asleep. I'm not gonna lie. I was taking a little nap. He like went up on the couch, struggled by the way, even though he's a massive dog. So I don't know what's up with that.
Sometimes if he's not like at the right angle,
Go just fall.
his like back feet, it's hard to get up there.
Yeah, he was struggling, but he went up and he was like next to me, and I like just like started falling asleep, and then so we both ended up taking like a little nap while we were watching. What were we watching?
Charlie.
No, this was after Charlie.
I don't know, but you left the TV on the fucking Samsung TV movie hub, and I was like, God damn you! Now we have to go. Luckily, we just had to click it back to the cable. But sometimes it gets our cable like icon in the apps goes away, and so we don't know how to get back to the fucking cable. It's a whole mess.
Also,
if that had happened, my mom would have called you and been like, "What the fuck did you do?"
I also left the volume on really loud comparatively to what you guys had it, and I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot to change it back."
It's fine. It's fine. But what did happen? What else happened?
Oh, okay. So this is a quick little this is a cautionary tale about a boy, some keys in a wallet, and locked doors. Please make sure to have all your belongings before exiting the plane the next time you get into someone's house. Because I, Dum McGee, locked myself out of Sarah's home and my own car and ended up staying in their garage for at least 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a learning experience. And then when John got there, Sarah's brother, when John got there, he scared the fuck out of me because I didn't expect the garage to open. So all I heard was go, 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 go. And I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least it wasn't, at least like, I don't know. At least we were only a half hour away.
That's so true.
If we were at my aunt's house, who lives basically in
Tucson.
Vegas now. I don't remember what her city is called, but it's way out there. You would have been sitting there for an hour or two. You would have had to DoorDash some food, probably.
I think I would have texted you the garage code, walked my little ass down to the meters.
If you were in the garage, you don't need the garage code. You could have just gotten out.
No, the garage code to no, because here's the thing.
Because you would go back in there.
Because I would go back in there to eat my food
and have your dinner in the garage.
Yes, in the garage.
Yeah. Well, it all worked out, I guess. But you said that, and I was like, okay, like we don't have a spare key.
I literally was hoping you'd be like, okay, there's a key underneath this rock in the mat in this planter.
What is this? 1982?
Well, I was like, no, Sarah's white, right? You're half white, but like you're not like that white. Where you had like
that's too
spares.
dangerous.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we've ever had a key under the mat. Like even when I was younger, it's just like, bye, you're fucking locked out. Because like one time when I was in elementary school, Brandy and I got dropped off by like another friend, and they drove off without like
making sure that you got in the house.
Yeah, making sure we got dropped off. Yeah, and because my brother was home, but we rang the doorbell and he was asleep, and he didn't fucking hear it because he's a sound sleeper, I guess. And then so we had to. There was no spare key, so we had to go across the street and hang out at my neighbor's house until someone else got home, or maybe my brother finally woke up and because I had a cell phone. Or no, I didn't have a phone at the time. I think this was what. I was like, Mom, I need a phone for this reason. But yeah, because I knew my mom's phone number, obviously, so probably just called her on the neighbor's phone and was like, guess where the fuck I am.
Oh my god.
My mom thinks that we should just give you a key, but then I feel like you're gonna stress out about losing it. Because if you lose it, we would have to change the locks.
No one knows that it's your key.
They could go try it on every door in the.
Try it on every house in Arizona.
Oh my god! Now they know what state, Juan. Goddamn.
Oh no, because we haven't advertised that for years now.
Yeah, but that's just a fun little story, you know. No harm done. It was fine.
I guess the lesson that we should learn here is always have your keys on you, or always have a way to get back into someone's house.
Well, like my dad has locked himself out before, just
And
like
he just
that.
broke a window.
No, he's gone through the attic, but I don't even know how to get to the attic from the
How
outside.
the fuck did he do?
And then I know like where the attic inside entrance exit is, but he was like, I've done that a couple times, and I don't think Juan wants to do that. And you, as someone who has fallen through an
I
attic,
was gonna say no.
don't
You
think
don't
he
want me
wanted
to. The damage that I'll cause.
God, you freaked the fuck out of Marty just falling through the ceiling onto our kitchen counter or something.
Like a physical comedy bit from SNL in the 90s or some shit like that.
Jesus. Okay, but at least you made it to your party and you had your food and everything.
And I did. I got to eat. I had some charcuterie at Sarah's place. Also, her brother made some cookies. Those were delish. So tell your brother that those cookies were delish.
I haven't had any yet. We're making some cookies this morning too.
Ooh, I had to stop myself from fully eating all of them, by the way. I showed restraint.
Okay, thank you. Thank
You're
you for
welcome.
that. Yeah, and then I was just at a family party. It was my grandma's 80th birthday. Hello, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Wait, it wasn't a Christmas thing. It was literally your grandma's birthday?
No, my grandma and her daughter Jane. No, her daughter's name is Becky, which is also my grandma's name. They have the same birthday. So it was my grandma's 80th birthday party, but we also we had mariachis. Ay ay ay.
Ay ay ay. And you only stayed for an hour?
As Alpha from Power Rangers would say ay ay ay.
Alpha was a Latina.
Yeah. No, well, it was from 2 to 6, and John and I were gonna leave at 6. Like, no, we weren't gonna help clean up. We were just gonna go be with Marty. But I had the music, I had the playlist, so I could not leave. And it's not like I could just my playlist. You know, I use Tidal and not Spotify, so I also couldn't be like, oh, just someone else. Like add the playlist on Spotify and you can play it because I know these bitches don't
Spotify with everyone else.
No, oh my god, Megan Thee Stallion just posted today being like, I feel like if you have Spotify, you're 15 years old. She's like, honestly, you guys are 15 years old. Like,
not that you guys have Spotify grow up.
I agree with her. You guys need to grow up. Get on Apple or Tidal. Spotify doesn't pay their artists. The quality is shit. You guys are just whipped by the fucking Spotify Wrapped, which that whole idea for sending out the like slideshow of stuff, Spotify stole from like a black woman intern. They like took her idea and didn't pay her for it. So like they don't credit her for it. And let's talk about that.
Fine. I'll get Apple Music.
Anyways, we had mariachis and they sang Happy Birthday, among many other tunes, to meet Grandmama. And yeah, it was fun. I felt very you know the Jennifer Lopez meme?
Which one?
When she's at the award show and she has the trophy?
No,
you don't know that. Well, I think it like just started going viral this year, but it's like she won some like award, some music award, and she goes, Mi gente Latino. And everyone like cheers, and it's become such a meme now on Twitter. Just Mi gente Latino.
Oh,
especially because like that's not the right it's grammatically correct, right?
No, it's Mi gente Latina.
Yeah, exactly. I felt very Mi gente Latino at that party. I was like, yes, viva la cultura. Am I right?
We got in trouble for that.
Anyways, no, actually, you know who was recommended to me on Instagram yesterday?
No.
Was that person who said that would be controversial if we did a Hispanic heritage event.
On this
white woman.
With most weren't we all Latino?
Except for Khaled, who
Khaled
is
was
Egyptian.
honorary.
Yeah,
Honorary
we made
Latino.
him an honorary Latino.
Mm-hmm. He had one bottle of Valentina, and that made him Latino.
We said, "Here, hold this Cholula."
You're good.
The whole time. But yeah, anyways, and now it's been a busy week. It's been crazy, it's the holidays, it's
beginning
winter
to look
break.
a lot like capitalism is taking over.
Yes. So we weren't able to record till today. But here we are, and we're gonna talk about Charlie and his freaking chocolate factory. What?
Girl, the inheritance.
Let's get into it.
Willy Wonka, the amazing chocolatier. Willy Wonka, everybody give a cheer. He's not as clever and so smart, he barely...
What kind of tea is that? Chocolate
I'm glad
tea?
you asked, Juan, because
What?
what's that brand with the bear on it? Do you know the bear? He's like sleeping in the chair.
No.
Oh, I was gonna do like a brand deal for that tea.
Oh. Mi gente latino.
Celestial seasonings.
Sarah, what kind of tea is that?
I'm glad you asked, one, because Celestial Seasonings green tea has almost 0 calories. I don't know. Does tea have calories?
So many calories. No, it's just plants, right? It's just like little like leaves and shit. So how can that have calories? What are calories?
I'm not even gonna fact check you because I think that sounds right.
There we go. Do plants have calories?
Do plants have feelings? Are feet shoes? More on this at 10. Anyways, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is a 2005 musical fantasy film directed by Tim Burton and written by John August, based on the 1964 British novel of the same name by Roald Dahl.
Roald Dahl is the real life the rural juror. I'm gonna be real. Roald Dahl is the rural juror.
So Tim Burton, obviously very well known for his movies featuring white people.
Why? I thought about that right now when I was like, is there a brown person? And I said, yes, the shop owner.
Yes. As a worker.
And
then we have the Indian prince.
We have 2 brown people. Wait,
and who was in the book,
princess?
and then we have the Oompa Loompas, all played by Deep Roy, and they're slaves for Wonka.
No. He provides housing.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We talked about that a little bit in the last episode. And apparently, I'll get into this in a minute with the trivia, or like I took some notes on the development of this movie. Apparently, Roald Dahl, we talked about how his original book was controversial. We talked about the slaves, the African pygmies, Oompa Loompas. There was even more bad stuff in his original manuscript. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But Tim Burton, at this point, he had done many a film. He had been known for the Beetlegeist, the Edward Scissorhands, the Batman, couple of movies, and Corpse Bride also came out in this year. Everyone's favorite Planet of the Apes adaptation,
Rise,
2001, he made. And actually, he worked with Deep Roy on that movie, and that's when he was like, girlie, just come over and play these Oompa Loompas.
Oh, I was like, who is Deep Roy? Wait, what was Deep Roy in what was the other movie that you just said?
Planet of the Apes.
What was he? I've never seen the movie.
Probably an ape.
Which one? How many Planet of the Apes are there? There's a new one.
Well, this is the Planet of the Apes where you've seen the ending, right? When it's the Abraham Lincoln.
Yes.
Honestly, kind of an iconic ending.
That was crazy. I'm gonna be real. He goes.
I know people hated it, but it kind of like that. I've never seen the movie, but that ending is kind of like, whoa.
No, it's not Abraham.
I'd be gagged. Abraham. That's what I said.
Oh.
I remember when my parents, because my dad loves the Planet of the Apes movies, like the OGs. So when this movie came out, I remember my parents went to go see it. They dropped me and my brother off at my grandma's house. We were having a kiki over there. And then them coming back and being like, it wasn't good. They knew, they said, flop. This fucking sucked.
How do we feel? How does your dad feel about the new Planet of the Apes?
I don't think he's seen them. I think my brother has. And I feel like either maybe he's showed them to my dad or maybe he will. I don't know.
I think we need to sit your father down and have him watch the entire new saga of the Planet of the Apes movies, and then let him tell us his full review on those movies.
So in Planet of the Apes, he plays Gorilla Kid and Thade's niece.
Cool.
He also is the hitchhiking ghost in Haunted Mansion. And he was also in How the Grinch Stole Christmas as the post office clerk.
Okay.
He did a bunch of stunt work before that. Like he did stunts in Wes Craven's New Nightmare. We love that.
Ooh.
Stunts in Hooked. He was the puppeteer for the Tin Man in Return to Oz. And some of his later credits, he was in Star Trek Beyond.
Beyond.
That's his latest, and Into Darkness. Oh, and just the trilogy of the new Star Trek. So he's still making bank, and he's on Cameo.
Okay, Deep Roy.
Is Gurdeep Roy, born Mohinder Purba, known professionally as Deep Roy. He's Kenyan British.
Okay, Kenya Britta.
And he's a 4'4" short king.
He's only 4'4"?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I think he was like, maybe because he was an Oompa Loompa and they made him look really small? I was like, oh my god, this man is tiny.
You thought he was this big?
No, a little bit.
In real life, you thought he was Phil the Future when he shrunk down to help Keely?
Yes.
On the microphone.
I thought he was like maybe like my knee height, like whatever that is, like 2. Can a person be like that tiny? And like be okay?
How tall was the kid who played the Grinch? Remember he like passed away. Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Shortest person ever. Oh.
21.5 inches, under 2 feet.
Yeah, are you looking at that?
Yeah.
Chandra. I'm gonna fucking butcher this. Chandra Dangi.
Oh, rest in peace, King. He died in 2015.
How long did he live? He looks old as shit. So he had a while. He did it for a bit.
75.
Oh, so I guess you can live and still be like super short. Got it.
Yeah, he had a good run.
I don't know why in my head I'm like, can your organs fit in that tiny body? But I guess your body is also
smaller.
Organs. Yeah.
Your stomach is like this big.
You eat one. Does that mean he can't eat? He probably can't eat a lot. Like, huh? He'll probably have like
a smaller stomach.
Damn,
but that's like
sucks.
when like stomach cancer patients like they have like half a stomach afterwards, after like the procedure.
And then they become skinty kings.
And then they have a smaller. Yeah, they can't eat as much.
Damn.
Skinny legends. Anyways, so this movie was written by John August, and oh my god, he's a queer icon. Gay.
Absolute no.
Gay. He has a husband.
Oh,
daughter.
And a wife? No.
And a wife. No, but he's written such movies as Go, a movie I love. Titan AE.
Okay.
The Charlie's Angels movies.
Slay.
Big Fish. Corpse Bride. Frankenweenie.
Okay.
And the new Aladdin.
Ew. Flop.
Oh, I guess.
It was a movie that was made.
But hey, we love a queer icon writing this script.
All right.
We have Johnny Depp as Willy Wonkers.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a person who ended up to be not a good one.
I thought he was like not bad, but then he's still bad. I don't know. I don't want to get into it.
Well, as we said this years ago when we did the Pirates movie, because this was at least the general consensus from what I had seen on the interwebs, was that like it was like false claims,
Yes.
and then apparently that he had I guess he had people like doing a whole PR thing of like he had people going out and spreading the rumor of like, oh, it's false. Basically, he sucks, and he made us all think like, oh, it was a lie. She
But
lied.
it
It was all
wasn't a lie?
but it wasn't. Um, I mean, the case is like done and everything. But not a fan.
I'm not. I don't care. I mean, I care, but like, I'm like, whatever.
All
I'm
I'll
not gonna
say is that
consume
like
him.
I'm not gonna consume him. I'm not gonna eat him.
Yeah.
All I'll say is that that whole trial, like, there was no reason for it to be like a public spectacle where like it was on TV and people were like,
Sarah, but they're celebrities. They have
that
put
was
themselves
just.
in the public eye.
It's like, no. If that were you, you wouldn't fucking want that. Whether
No,
you
I
were on
wouldn't.
either side.
I don't watch it either. Like, I don't keep up with any celebrity
No, I
anything.
know. I just like know people that did, and I'm like, wow, you're a scum. Anyways, we have Freddie Highmore. Freddie, I'm a surgeon. Highmore as
Oh my
Charlie
God.
Bucket, the good doctor himself. He was actually recommended for the part by Johnny Depp because they both were on Finding Neverland, the film.
Sure.
And when they couldn't find the perfect kid for Charlie, Johnny Depp was like, hey, let's get this little British guy in here.
When they couldn't find Neverland.
When they couldn't find it. Speaking of Neverland, I guess it's public knowledge that like Michael Jackson was like really campaigning for this role. Speaking of like bad people. So much so that he wrote and recorded songs
Not this.
and sent them to Warner Brothers.
Not Michael Jackson being
And
like,
they were like, okay, from what I read, they were like, okay, these songs slap, but like, we're not gonna put you in a family fucking film. You fucking
after
freak.
what we've heard about you.
After what you allegedly did, like they're like, whether you did it or not, like, we can't fucking put you in this family film, you idiot.
No.
But the song slap.
They said, but we will get someone to re-record them. Thank you so much.
But we will steal them. Thank you. And then we have David Kelly playing Grandpa Joe. Rest in peace. He died in 2012.
Icon. Honestly, all these grandparents were icons. I'm gonna be real.
Yes, we have Helena Bonham Carter as the mother.
Helena, not Bottom. I thought her name was Helena Bottom.
No.
Okay, until
No.
I saw it literally yesterday, and I said, Helena Bonham? All right.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like on her Wikipedia, so like y'all can fact check this, but I think she sided with J.K. Rowling, so like
Oh, see you later.
I used to love her, but bye. And then
It's always the older actors too that are like agreeing with her. All the like the kid actors from the Harry Potter from the
yeah.
movies are like, no, she's
I think
kind of
the
shit.
only kid I've seen that has sided with her, unless she's changed her mind, I hope she has, was Ivana Lynch, who played the
Luna.
little fairy girl. Yeah, Luna, the little fairy bitch.
Well,
The little one who was high all the time. Yeah. Yeah, agreed. I know Bonnie Wright and like the actor who plays Cho Chang. They've all been like trans people slay. Yeah, and she's talked about how like uncomfortable she was
with the name
with
Cho
that
Chang.
character. Yeah. Well,
They could have easily renamed her to something like more like appropriate.
like Asian girl number 2 or
Yeah.
something. We also have Noah Taylor playing the dad. Oh my god, Charlie has a dad? Daddy? Papa?
Father, and he's cute.
Noah Taylor, been in a bunch of stuff, I guess. British actor. I know him from Almost Famous. I think he was a good choice for the dad.
He has like this like quirky little mouth thing that he does that I think is really cute.
And then we have Missy Pyle playing a small part as Violet's mother.
I
And
am
she
your
was
mother.
mothering. She was mothering. I love Missy Pyle. She's such a great character actress. We've all seen that scene in Ma. That was so iconic. Do you remember?
She gets run over.
Yes. Yes. James Fox plays Veruca's dad. I don't know who he is. I guess he's done a lot of I don't know.
Sure.
He's done some stuff. Oh. And then he quit acting to become an evangelical Christian.
Oh no.
Things have taken a turn. And then of course Christopher Lee, Count Dooku himself, is playing Daddy Wonka here.
There's Wonkers.
Daddy wasn't there.
Well, I mean, he wasn't. He took his whole fucking house with him.
He was not there. Willie was living in that Museum of Flags.
Idiot.
Dumbass.
The Museum of what?
The Museum of what now? But yeah, and obviously he's collaborated with Tim Burton before. He was in Sleepy Hollow.
And he talks like this.
Yes, and rest in peace. He died in 2015.
What?
Yes.
When the hell did that happen?
In 2015.
Interesting.
In 2015, when was that?
And when the fuck did that happen?
Okay, this movie was released July 15th, 2005. The budget was $150 million. What do you think the box office was?
I think this fucking banged it out, right? $50 million. I think it doubled its profits. $100 million. Domestic.
Domestic. Well, this is worldwide.
Oh, Mr. Worldwide? Okay, let's say 200 million.
Okay, it was 475.8.
Ooh, it did not do great. Wait,
475.
Oh,
million.
it quadrupled its shit. Yeah, okay.
That was a flop. I did just jot down how this movie came to be. My first note on this on my notes app is written by John August Gay. Okay, so obviously the movie came out in 1971, the original. And then people loved it or hated it. It ran on TV. It was iconic for so long. Warner Brothers was trying to buy the rights from the Roald Dahl family, his widow and his daughter, in 1998, because they were like, we want to do a new one.
Mm-hmm.
We want to, revamp it. Let's reboot. And they were like, you can have control on and final privilege on the actors and the directors, and we want you to have a say, because we know Roald Dahl fucking hated the original one, right?
Yeah.
So in 1999, they hire a guy named Scott Frank to write the screenplay.
It took him this long. Well, it got released in 2004.
2005.
That's crazy.
Movies take a long time to be made, and this one was kind of like a long ass development. And Tim Burton says it was basically like when he made Batman, of how long that process was to get that made.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could think of another Tim Burton movie that never came to be, Superman Lives.
And he didn't.
We all wish he did live. We all wish he saw it. That's what it was called, right?
Probably.
The one where it was going to be Nick Cage. Yeah, Superman Lives.
Oh, and there's the videos of him trying on the bats and everything. Yes,
the costume test, and we're like, wow, never happened.
Well,
and Gary Ross was set to direct the movie at that time. He went on to direct the first Hunger Games. He made Pleasantville. Can't think of any of his other stuff. They both left in 2001. It didn't say why Gary Ross left, but Scott Frank, who wrote the movie, he didn't stay on because of scheduling conflicts. I think he wrote Minority Report or something. I don't know. He was busy. So 2002, they get a new person to write the script, and her name is Gwyn Lurie. Gwyn Lurie. So in 2002, and then they almost had Scorsese attached to direct, but he chose to make The Aviator.
Yikes.
Starring Carol herself, Cate Blanchett.
I don't even know what that means. Is that about Amelia Earhart?
No, you're thinking of the movie Amelia, starring Hilary Swank. It's about the
Ew.
guy with the plane, and Gwen
Another
Stefani's in it
Leonardo
for some
DiCaprio
reason.
movie.
Yeah, Howard Hughes, as we know from The Rocketeer.
Do you think Martin Scorsese is gonna do anything that isn't like film?
It sounds like he almost fucking did.
Interesting.
Um,
He's so snooty to me, Martin Scorsese.
I'm sure he's like a nice guy, and I don't know if you've seen like the TikToks that his daughter has posted. She's posted like him trying to like learn slang,
Ew.
and he's like, okay, something's
Something's a
yeah, it's like
sleigh.
okay, she ate like they did like it was really good. They did really good. He seems like a nice sweet guy.
Okay.
I just like am not I can't call myself like a fan. I've seen like one of his movies, you know.
I mean, I can't say
And like
anything either because I'm also a little art snob.
I think if anything, I'm sure he's like the sweetest and like chill person, but I think his fans are probably the annoying people.
Mm.
I
Mhm. The
think
film
he's
boys. The film
yes.
boys.
Yes. Anyways, so he obviously isn't attached anymore. May 2003, Warner Brothers announces that the movie is coming in 2005 with Tim Burton hired to direct it.
Mm-hmm.
And Roald Dahl's family loved Tim Burton as the director, as the choice. They he went to visit them at their home and they were like, "Oh, he was so great." They showed him the original manuscripts for Roald Dahl's book.
Mm-hmm.
And in
And he
there,
said, "Wow, I also don't like black people."
in there was a character named Herpes. So that's
Huh?
fun.
Not Hermes,
No, it
like
was
the god.
herpes, like the STI. Um,
Interesting
and
choice.
then we have a woman named Pamela Pedler hired to rewrite the script that Gwyn Lurie had just written in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually they hired they want a brand new script from scratch. So they hired John August Gay to make a new script. He was a fan of the book. Like he had sent like Roald Dahl like fan letters. He
Ew!
said, I love when you like
I
talk
love
about
your
the African
chocolate.
pygmies. Yeah. I love your chocolate. But he said he'd never seen the original movie, and Tim Burton was like, keep it that way. Like, don't watch it because like that's gonna,
It's gonna fuck our
inform
shit up.
you. Yes. And they decided to come up with the Wonka origin story because all that stuff with his dad and everything and the braces and the dentist, that was not in the book.
No, but I'll talk about it.
A lot of that is influenced by like Tim Burton's own like falling out with his mom. Like he literally did go and visit her and like when they made up and like she had like movie posters and tickets from his movies and he was like, "You do care."
Yeah. I'm
Pink, yellow.
yeah.
Yeah, and that Warner Brothers wanted no dad for Charlie. They wanted, again, like Wonka to be the father figure. And Tim Burton was like, Wonka's a fucking freak who would not be a good father figure. So they pushed putting the dad in there. And they also, the studio wanted Charlie to be like a whiz kid. And they were like, that's dumb. Let's make him just like a sweet, nice boy.
What the fuck? I don't under. This is literally my stage production. This is my stage production of Willy Wonka, right? When the theater teacher was like, "We're gonna do Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but we're gonna make it steampunk," and I said,
Yeah.
"What the fuck? Okay, sure." And then guess what? There was no punk, no steam.
Well,
to be
because
seen.
it's like studios. There's a reason you're on the studio side and not the creative side. Like
You just
you're good with
you
the
fund
money.
the film. You fund the film.
You focus on the money, the advertising, the marketing, blah blah blah. Let us do the creative part. And Tim Burton's first choice was Johnny Depp for the role.
Of
His second
course.
choice, if Johnny was not available. Also, Johnny, you're an adult. Why is your name fucking Johnny?
Nick Cage.
No. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
What the fuck?
He said,
Not Dwayne the
He
Rock.
said,
The
"I don't
Rock.
put black people in my movies unless they're Dwayne the Rock Johnson, who was completely wrong for this role."
What
But
the?
okay.
Not beefed up Dwayne the Rock.
Why would Wonka be beefed up? What
Why
would the
would
role like? What would the reasoning have been? They would have
what
made some like story up about how he like
got fucking roided when he
yeah
learned that they stole his fucking
yeah. I mean,
recipes? What the
he was
hell?
planning to like beat up Slugworth.
I could not imagine bald-headed ass Dwayne the Rock Johnson, big ass smile, 6'5" king. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't think anyone can.
It has to be a lie.
And then a few trivia facts here. Deep Roy had no prior dancing experience.
I mean, what is dancing?
And so he did a lot of rehearsing and then slated in the end. And that's not his voice singing, it's Danny Elfman, like layered a bunch of times.
Speaking of roided out men,
Danny Elfman,
buff fucker, crazy ass looking ginger. He's
who
scary as hell.
also apparently is not a great person.
Ugh, it's because he's on roids. Every time
None
someone
of
does
these
steroids.
guys is you can't have heroes. Everyone who works with Tim Burton fucking
Is a
sucks.
fucking clown, yeah.
His
Oh
whole
no!
circle.
What about what's his face? Charlie.
Freddie
What's wrong
Highmore.
with him? What's
Was
wrong
he
with
in
Freddie
more
Highmore?
than one? I'm talking about people his like frequent collaborators.
Oh,
At
his
least
Fave
Christopher
5.
Lee has passed away.
Okay.
So we haven't heard any bad things about him. But like Danny Elfman, Helena Bonham Carter, Johnny Depp, it's like they all have one thing that makes me hate them.
The Fave 5. His Fave 5.
Yeah, his circle, his MySpace top 8.
Ugh.
Anyways, 40 squirrels were trained for the scene where they pounce on Veruca's salt. 40 real squirrels.
And that was gonna be my fun fact when we got there.
And did they get paid? No.
In nut.
In floral fruit and nut.
Yes.
Willy Wonka's cane is filled with nerds candy. For what reason?
What the fuck?
For what practical reason? It's
I
not like
can't-
he even like pours them into his mouth. It's like you don't know.
I can't even tell you that I even noticed that. And you know there's gonna be film people that are like, it's the attention to detail, and I'm like, girl.
Reddit on the film details.
Yeah.
Reddit. Like who the fuck cares? Why would that have anything to do
What
with
does it matter?
Nestle provided 1,850 bars of real chocolate.
Okay.
Nestle's
Toll House?
Nestle, who famously actually, I think, does use like slave labor for their chocolate.
Wow.
Not similar to the Oompa Loompas.
Oh shit! I just realized that I clapped real loud.
Well, I didn't hear it. It was noise gated.
Oh hell yeah! Let's go. Ow, my foot.
Many chocolate things, such as trees, flowers, etc., featured in the movie were created by the chocolate shop Chalky Walkie Doodah in Brighton, England.
Fucking god!
That's why I put this in here.
I'm getting noise reduced.
People are so
Walkie-
unserious.
Guys, you won't believe who we got to do our fucking event. None other than Chalky Walkie Doodah.
What the fuck? British people and their silly words.
Oh, Chalky Walkie
Oh,
Doodah.
I'm gonna watch something on the telly and then I have to run to the loo. Like, okay.
What is Lou?
And then later I'll go get some food at Chalky Walkie Doodah. Oh.
They're amazing chocolatiers. They're chocolatiers.
Oh,
Lindor chocolate. Oh, I love Lindor.
Doodah. Maybe that's still open. I don't know.
Yo, can someone hit up the Chalky Walkie Doodah local to them?
How do you work? How do you answer the phone in a serious
Welcome
way?
to
there?
Chalky Walkie Doodah. No, you have to be so. Hold up. Let me. Hello, welcome to Chalky Walkie Doodah.
Those are the retail workers right now during the holiday rush. Hi, welcome to Chalky Walkie Doodah. How can I help you?
How can I help you?
Hi, I need some flim flams and flummoxes.
Can I get some Gubus Clumpus? The
Oh my
war
God.
wigglers?
I need the old razzle dazzles.
Oh my god.
Charlie's father works at a toothpaste factory which produces Smilex toothpaste. Smilex was also the name of the poisonous gas concocted by the Joker in Batman. You heard it here first. They were poisoning their
They were
customers.
poisoning the water hole.
Yes.
They gonna say, is this a Cloverfield tie-in?
It's spelled differently, but like I like to believe that that's what was happening.
This is the Cloverfield. The universe is expanding. Remember? Okay, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but Sarah and I went through a fucking rabbit hole when we watched Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah.
We went on a fucking deep dive.
Those fucking Slurpees, what's that called? Slusho?
Like, yeah, Slusho.
Oh my god. I will die on this hill. Like, I know J.J. Abrams, fucking geek, said that it's not connected and it's not a prequel, but I still claim that Super 8 is a prequel.
It has to be.
Why does it look like that?
Why does she look like her? Why, like, it's all fucking J.J. Abrams, you fucking geek. Just make them all connect. Jesus Christ. Give us something to latch onto.
We're not asking for a lot. Like
we're done with the Star Trek. Enough with that. We're done with Star Wars. Everyone shut the fuck up about my lightsaber, my kyber crystal. Shut up. Give me the Cloverfield expanded universe. Let it meet Gojira.
But make it better than that latest movie, because what was it?
I like that one.
The space worms.
What? Wait, when? What?
There were like space worms in there.
In what?
In the Paradox.
Oh, I liked Paradox. I thought it was creepy.
You're the only one. Wait, aren't they doing like a Cloverfield show or something?
Excuse moi. No, you're thinking of Gojira. Godzilla has a show on Apple. If anyone has Apple TV and doesn't mind giving me their login, I would love to watch this show.
No, I guess there's just like a fourth. Okay, it's just a new movie that they are maybe gonna do. Like they've hired a screenwriter, joint venture production between Bad Robot and Paramount.
Bad Robot.
It will not be found footage.
Boo.
Well, okay.
I kind of want it to be found footage. I like that. Like,
I kind of want to throw up while I'm watching it.
I didn't get motion sickness, so I don't know what all y'all fucking babies are like.
Sorry if you're weak. Sorry if you have epilepsy, bitch.
Be stronger, girl. Damn. Get one of those crazy little goggles that everyone wears when they drive now. You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever seen those like crazy white glasses that have like the blue liquid to like keep people, like give them a horizon line, so like no matter what they're doing, it's always like balanced and they don't get like nauseous?
No, but that's cool if you get car sick.
Yeah.
Wow. Johnny Depp once said in an interview that he based his voice on how he imagined former U.S. President George W. Bush would act or sound while he was stoned. So
what the fuck? Whatever, Johnny. Shut the fuck up.
When I'm thinking of Willy Wonka, I don't want to think about George Bush.
I don't want to think about how he did 9/11. So
yeah. And then this is my favorite fact, and I wrote it down just for you because I thought you would appreciate it. Wonka's latex gloves, which, you know, he didn't wear the gloves in the original and the Gene Wilder one. Tim Burton added them as a symbol of his detachment from society. They were provided not by Chalky Walkie Doodah, but they were provided by a London-based latex fetish BDSM clothing company.
Let's go! Okay, I'm gonna be real. I love those gloves.
Let's go, horny Wonka fans.
I really want, like, I was telling someone, like, I want, like, have you seen, like, the cunty glove? Like, the gloves that are, like fingers, right? But then it stops, like, right after the thumb.
Ew, no.
They just look so, like...
Ew.
I want a set. I want a pair of them. I want gloves. I think gloves. I want accessories. I want gloves. I want chains.
Okay, Veruca.
Don't care how. I want it now.
Mm-hmm. And then for the marketing for this movie,
They put advertisements in chocolate. Why didn't they? Why hasn't a Wonka movie done like, hey, there are Wonka bars out there. Buy them. They taste just like Hershey's chocolates. They're not that special. Look inside. There is promotional material.
well, can I talk? Because they did do that.
Oh,
They had a golden ticket contest in Wonka products. Not just the bars, though. It included the donuts. Did you ever have those?
what the fuck? No.
These candies? I tried them once. I feel like I tried like every Wonka candy once.
I'll just look it up. I can't see shit on your phone. It literally, on that last bit,
Yeah.
it blocked everything except the fucking image. Or it blocked like the image and nothing else.
Including donuts, Laffy Taffy, Nerds, and Sweet Tarts. The contest prizes included a trip to Europe, a tour of an animation studio, a trip to a sports camp, a shopping spree, and $10,000 cash. 60 million packages of candy participated in the sweepstakes. The first winners were announced on the today, July 8th. Hostess introduced... Oh, this started a war. This started a war because Hostess introduced... Oh, no. They were all tied into Wonka.
Okay.
I thought I was going to read saying, like, Twinkies had their own contests. Like, everyone's marketing against each other. No, Hostess introduced Chocolicious Wonka cakes, and Wendy's released Charlie and the Chocolate Factory themed kids' meals toys. Also, like, Barnes & Noble, Borders, rest in peace, American Express, and more brands participated. Obviously, this movie was made in the 2000s, so you know it had a video game release.
Sure did.
On the Xbox, PlayStation 2, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, and Microsoft Windows. The cast provided their voices for the game, except for Johnny Depp. Got negative reviews from critics. Not a shock.
I'm gonna try to look at images. Oh, it looks literally so scary. Oh god, why is it? Oh my god, ew. Oh, look at Freddie Highmore. Oh shit, I don't do that.
I do believe that it probably looks like my Lemony Snicket game on Xbox. Just like shit.
Literally.
Actually, I feel like the Series of Fortune Event one wasn't terrible.
Look at this.
I still need your help beating it. I never got past like the second level.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, you sent me this. Hey!
Yeah.
Whoa now!
Oh.
The movie obviously did very well at the box office. It became the 8th highest grossing film of 2005 worldwide and the 7th highest in the US. I'm sure if I look that up, it's probably like The Passion of the Christ.
Oh, disgusting.
Because it always fucking is. Oh, it was Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I think Passion of the Christ was 2004.
The Passion of the Christ.
As of 2021, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory remains the only hit Roald Dahl adaptation, following the underperformances of Fantastic Mr. Fox by Wes Anderson and Steven Spielberg's The BFG. Because who saw that? Did you see that?
No.
Yeah. Forbes hypothesized that the film's success could be attributed to Johnny Depp and Tim Burton being at the height of their popularity in 2005. Yeah, probably.
And that's it.
Yeah. Let's see. Critical consensus here. We have some different things here. But we really just want to know what our man even said. He made a comparison to Willy Wonka and Michael Jackson. He said it was giving Michael Jackson, and he said that Johnny Depp's performance was the weak spot in an otherwise mostly delightful film, and noting Willy Wonka's reclusive lifestyle, the fetishes of wardrobe and accessories, the elaborate playground built by an adult for the child inside, as parallels between the two. Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
I feel that. Johnny Depp was surprised by the comparisons and stated that he did not base his performance on Jackson. No, he based it on George Bush.
John, fucking can't you wait?
He said Roger Ebert. Listen, it's George Bush, not Michael Jackson. It's one shitty man, not the other shitty man.
It's one war criminal, not a pedo. Jesus.
Not a different type of criminal.
Criminals?
Mm-hmm. Johnny Depp did receive a Golden Globe nomination for his performance, but he lost, so.
Good. I think I'm okay with that.
Gene Wilder did not like the movie. Makes sense.
What? Okay.
Yeah, he was just like, I didn't like the stuff they did with it. Legacy, obviously, this movie is still very popular. A lot of people cosplay as Wonka from this movie specifically. Those iconic glasses and the gloves. The BDSM gloves.
Oh, yay.
There was that person on TikTok who was like sexy Willy Wonka that went viral. I thought that was disturbing, but I guess a lot of people were horny for Wonka.
I didn't like it personally, but others did.
Mm-hmm. It's very popular movie for people like us that grew up in the 2000s. This is the one that Timothée Chalamet loves. He was like,
so is the new okay, let's break the mold. Is the Timothée Chalamet movie a prequel to this one? No, right? It's a prequel to the Gene Wilder one, right?
It's a prequel in general. It's just his origin story, but I guess not in the way it's not like, I don't think it's dentist braces type shit. It's like, I only saw the trailer and only because I had to when I took the kids to see the fucking Disney movie.
Which one?
Wish.
Oh, how was that?
It was I sleepy. It was boring.
Okay, work.
It was not the sleigh that it wanted to be. Yeah, Wonka, so you and I have already said, like, we don't plan on seeing it. But happy Wonksember. And I guess the big thing I've just seen online is that, like, it wasn't marketed as a musical, and so people are shocked that they're seeing a musical. And studios...
both movies have been musicals, so...
Yeah, but I guess this is more of, like, a
sung through?
Not sung through, but, like... I think there's more musical number. It's not just like Oompa Loompas sing songs for each. Obviously, it's not that, but I think there's more like big musical numbers, which like the originals didn't have.
No,
like I guess kind of the Oompa Loompas, like theirs were had choreography and stuff, but like
they were. It was part of the story. It was what's it called? What's the word? There we go.
I always forget which one's which. Diegetic.
I think diegetic is like inside, and then non-diegetic is like.
And what's Dianetics?
That's when you put your hands on these metal bars and you pretend to jerk them off like a little bit, and you get audited.
That's when Xenu flows through your body. Diegetic sound is anything the characters can hear.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. But also apparently studios are doing that now because like there's a lot of. I didn't watch the Mean Girls trailer for the new musical one that's coming out.
Me neither. I didn't know there was one
with Renee Rapp, our queen. But apparently it's like there's no indication that it's a musical. And then studios, there was just a quote that came out of someone from a studio being like our research shows that like a lot of people hate musicals, so we don't like advertising that they're going to be musicals, which means that people are going in there, and if someone hates musicals, they're not going to be like, well, gee, I'm so glad that I am still sitting through this because it's going to really turn around for me. Like, they're going to be mad. But anyways,
Matilda was a musical and people loved that one.
Well, and this is like also like a Broadway musical. Obviously you were in a stage production of Willy Wonka. Like, it's very famous.
I think it's a good default musical for when you can't afford like Les Mis.
Yes. Let's see. As I'm looking through the plot here, Willy Wonka is an aspiring magician, inventor, and chocolatier. Lives in Europe. He makes a chocolate shop. The police hate him or some shit.
The Belenka.
I don't see anything about like family. I think he's just like a guy. Cartel member Slugworth.
What the fuck?
Cartel. It's
All
literally
right.
called The Cartel. Okay, so
Sure.
no family issues, I guess. But let's talk about the real issue here is why aren't there fucking Wonka bars in the store right now? Where's the marketing?
I want a scrumdiddlyumptious.
I googled because I was like, oh, maybe like I could eat one on the podcast because like maybe they'll have some in stores right now for the new movie.
No.
You know what they came out with? Fucking Wonka hat gummies. They're shaped like his fucking hat.
Are they even like? Are they weed gummies?
No, why would they be weed gummies?
Then I don't want them.
But like, why wouldn't you make Wonka bar like do what the 2005 movie did? The original film was all about marketing this fucking candy. That's the reason it came out. Thanks to
It's
Quaker.
the reason it saved that company.
Yeah, like what, girl? I should be able to go into a Walgreens or a fucking Target right now and buy a Wonka bar.
Girl, let me tell you. I think it's all these like hip, new, trendy like people that are like, no one wants chocolate anymore. People want gummies.
No. And even then, I asked my mom to see if she can get some at the store, and she couldn't even find those. She couldn't even find the goddamn gummies.
Where the hell
They
do you...
should be all over the place right now.
I miss the days when people would go ape shit with marketing. Give me crazy.
Yes. Give me
Like-
Blair Witch Project. I thought those kids really died.
They probably did.
I mean, they don't know how they didn't, but
No, they did. They did. Shh.
but give me that. Give me Slusho Truck at Comic-Con.
Ooh, yes. Wonka bars. Let me see.
All that comes up is like
Ew.
fake shit.
Wonka Magic Hat gummies. Girl, no. What's a gobstopper? No.
Well, the gobstoppers are real. There's the little jawbreakers, but
I want gum guys Wonka bars.
I want Chalky Walkie Doo-Dah.
I want to break off a chocolate bar like Charlie does in the bed with my grandparents and be like, no, I'm gonna share them, and I'm gonna give one to my grandma George. No, what's the other one? Josephina.
Josephine.
I want to give one to my grandma Josephine and watch her just cook herself up on it. She sure was.
Wait, what's your history with this film?
I remember when it was like, the commercials for it, right? The advertisements, and I was like, this looks fucking crazy.
It was always Wonka saying, let's boogie.
Yeah, literally. And then the bit where he crashes into the glass elevator.
It's so funny.
I thought it was good. And then I remember, because I didn't step foot into a movie theater
Yeah.
more than like twice or three times before I was in middle school. Then my friends and I would go watch movies together. And so we rented it from Blockbuster. Y'all remember her? Let's bring back Blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
Right, bring her back.
I think she is coming back.
Slay.
In some way.
I want to rent a DVD. Not from a red box. Those are still alive, by the way.
I know.
That's crazy that they still have a market. But we rented it from Blockbuster, and I thought it was a hoot and a holler because I really liked it. I like this movie a lot. I think the musical numbers are great.
Mm-hmm.
I think the visuals are like modern and scary, but in not like this is a chocolate factory. Like this looks like a factory, like dead ass, with like fantastical stuff inside of it, but it looks like a factory.
Okay, I guess Blockbuster isn't coming back. I'm thinking of how Netflix said they're gonna make a physical store, which is basically just Blockbuster.
So first they destroy her, and then they take her place.
And they become her?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see this one in theaters. I thought it looked creepy, scary, and by this point, the only Tim Burton movie I had seen was probably Beetlejuice, which I like grew up and was used to. This one looked really scary. And then someone gave it to me for like my birthday, I think, like a friend of mine.
You scream.
And I think that was maybe when I watched it for the first time because I never rented it. So either TV or DVD. I remember like watching it with my cousin. Yeah, and now the DVD is at my work. I just saw it the other day in a random ass place. It's like not with the other DVDs. It's like
not even in the case. It's just out and about.
it's just like, oh, there it is. But yeah, so I don't have as much of a connection with this one, but there are things I like about this one and things I don't, and let's dive into that. First of all, this creepy ass Tim Burton intro.
Let me say something. I love this. I think it's weird. I think it's reminiscent of the first time without it looking like a How It's Made episode. Right?
I liked in this one I was like, well, this is all CG. This is not
Is
the
it
Toblerone
though?
factory.
Is it though? Because
Yes.
part of it looks real. Not the robots, right? But some of the chocolate close-ups, I'm like, that has to be real chocolate.
Maybe like I'm sure like yes some of it but like most of it's CG, and I know Tim Burton for a lot of this he was like, I want to use as much practical effects as we can, and then so much of it is CG.
A little bit, yeah. Well,
like a fair amount because he was like, oh fuck, we can't do this, we actually can't make her blow up into a blueberry like I thought we could.
Real big. No, I don't know. I think it harkens back in a good way, and I love the score for this movie.
You little Bon Iver as Danny Elfman.
Yes.
Yeah, it's giving like Edward Scissorhands or like Batman. My mom straight up was like, "This looks like Batman." Like she's like, "What the hell are you watching?" And I was like, "Cause it's fucking Tim Burton and Danny Elfman doing their fucking thing again." It's
every time they get together, they do some crazy shit. You think Danny Elfman's also evil? What do you know about him?
He has allegations against him.
Work.
That came out like this year or last year. Yeah, you can't trust a man whose hair looks like that.
No.
Comb
it. Put a hat on.
Wash through your hair.
I learned that some people only shower twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, I shower every fucking day if I can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've talked about this before, like, you know, maybe like one day if you like don't go anywhere and you don't really do anything.
If I'm in my house, I've just been in my room chilling.
Don't sweat very much. That's chill, but like
I'll at least wash my face.
Unshowered.
I'll brush my teeth, maybe.
Mm-hmm. And you know who didn't brush his teeth? Well, I guess he brushed, but he didn't floss.
Wonkers.
It was Willy Wonkers. But we also have this creepy ass narrator. Charlie Bucket
and his poor ass family were living in this
sad little shack
in the middle of this sprawling city. Now, how did they manage that? Okay, we're supposed to believe that this fucking family is poor, but they own this plot of land.
I know. Why is there? It's like a tiny shack on this big patch of land.
It's like the fucking center of the city, and they own it. I doubt they're paying rent.
It's like the city shunned them into living in that shack on the land, and they thought like that was a good idea, but then they realized like, we're all in these tiny apartments, and they like have all this land.
I'm saying, like, what's stopping Wonka from just constructing like a mansion there?
Mm-hmm. And also, this is like a U.S. English hybrid, I guess. It's like fake. What the intent was.
Yeah,
because you have people that are
because
British, and then some people are using dollars and shit like that.
Well, it's also like we don't unlike the original, we don't know where the kids are from.
Yeah, we do. It literally tells us where everyone's from.
Oh shit! It does that like lower third text thing, huh? Yeah, you're right, never mind.
Yeah, but it doesn't say that this is England or anything. It's
because the money, Grandpa Joe pulls out this fat ass coin, and I'm like, is that a quarter or like a pound? What the hell is that?
Piece. Yeah. Yeah. Poor old Charlie Bucket and his crooked ass home. We have these parents. You and I quote this a lot. Nothing goes better with cabbage than cabbage. Yes.
Sure,
and his dad who works at the toothpaste factory.
Charlie Bucket's father, Mr. Bucket, works at the smiling whatever the fuck toothpaste factory.
Mm-hmm. Whenever people talk about like robots taking our jobs, I think of this movie in this scene. Or later when the robot comes in and takes his job.
When people are like, "Oh, this job got like automated," I'm like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god, Charlie's dad."
Literally, I go like, yeah, like we saw it coming with
Charlie.
Charlie's dad in that movie.
But who fixes the robots when the robots break?
Mm-hmm.
Not
Mr.
other robots.
Bucket.
Mr. Bucket. I think there's I think the differences between the Charlies is so good because this Charlie isn't a motherfucker.
This Charlie is more likable.
This Charlie isn't a little fucking bitch that's like, I'm so poor and oh, psych, grandparents, I didn't get the ticket. I want it. Like, no,
you fooled. Fuck off.
Fuck, I would have, if I was his I would have mollywopped that fucking kid.
Yeah, I like this Charlie and obviously Grandpa Joe better than the original, but Wonka's flipped.
And
the mom, like, nothing. I don't have anything against the mom in the original. It's just like, oh, like, it's
I just hate
Carter in this.
Cheer up, Charlie. Shut the fuck up. I think the reason that I like the main characters more, like the main family more, is because they feel not like
more like a family.
They don't feel like woe is me all the fucking time.
They feel like we're getting by.
Yeah, they're like we're fine. Like there's no moment, even when Grandpa Joe later on goes, Charlie, this is my secret stash. I'm like that's his life savings. This man has been sitting on that coin purse for a minute. But
I still am kind of like, come on.
No. He was saving it for emergencies. That's like the something's going down. We need this quarter.
Sure.
This quarter will save this family. But
and,
I do.
And the lack of roofing above Charlie isn't an emergency. How is he not freezing?
No, fuck it. No, that's a fucking sunroof, Sarah. You know how much people charge for those? You know how much your equity value of your home goes up when you put it in a sunroof? Charlie has them for free. But I do love the fact that he does have this like little toothpaste like collection or Charlie collects the caps, like fucked up caps, and he's made like this Wonka factory replica. But I think that's cooler, and I think that gives him more like a reason why he likes Wonka as opposed to just like
in his room you see all of the wrappers.
The wrappers from his years, his birthday presents.
Yes.
And I love that Grandpa Joe gives us the backstory from Wonka going forward at this point.
Yes, because in this version he used to work for Wonka. And he tells us about how 15 years ago Wonka opened up the largest chocolate factory. He also tells us, and like this is in the book, but I still think in the movie it could have been cut because like, what does it add? Prince Pondicherry and his chocolate palace in New Delhi.
I think it's there to add like the wonder of Wonka, like the fact that he was like so good at his job.
Okay.
Because he was like, yeah, you can do this, but like,
do you remember years ago when I couldn't think of what movie had the scene of like the chocolate palace melting in India?
Like, what is that?
And then I looked it up and it was really long and I was like, that makes sense. I was like, I'm so stupid. Okay.
All right, sure, Jan. I also love when I love Grandma Georgina.
I love grapes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the chocolate bird bit. He's like, well, also, why is Grandpa Joe 100 the whole time he's been alive? We're out of chocolate birds. And he says, and he puts that little egg in his mouth. And I said, oh, baby girl, show me the bird. And then they pop. I want chocolate birds. Like, wouldn't it be cool if I feel like Wonka's such a fuck up like company. Like, they're like, Wonka bars, Wonka. No, do crazy shit. Like, make a bird. Make a fucking chocolate bird. And let me.
Just have a chocolate bunny.
Ew, no. Well, maybe.
Okay. And he talks about how Wonka eventually reopened with no employees because he had closed after the spies were stealing the recipes.
Secret recipe.
I know, it's labeled secret recipe. You know, everyone's like, you're not gonna, because Charlie's like, oh, it'd be so cool to see the factory and blah blah blah. And he's like, well, you're never gonna find out.
Well, okay, so every grandparent has like their thing, right? Like Grandma Georgina is like clairvoyant. Like she's crazy, but like she can see the future. Grandpa George, wait,
Is he
Grandpa
tells it
Joe's
like
a
it is.
fucking bitch. Yeah, he's just like I'm gonna tell you what's up, kid. You don't
You're
have
not
a
special.
fucking chance. You ain't
We're
special.
poor.
You ain't shit. Yeah, we're eating garbage. Um,
Grandma Josephine.
it's just a sweet baby angel.
All we know about her is that she's with Grandpa Joe.
Yeah, I mean, but she's cool. She's cool. I think Grandpa Joe and Grandma Josephina are like the like.
Grandpa Gasolina. I think
Is
she's Josephine, isn't it?
it Josephine?
I think so.
Sure. I think I like the grandparents. I like that they're all a little different. I like that
But
they all have their moments.
there is that moment where like Grandma Georgina hugs him and says, "Nothing's impossible, Charlie."
I love that.
Which, if you've seen, I used to watch this all the time. I probably showed it to you before we found out that Tim Burton like sucks. But it's on YouTube. You can just look up like Tim Burton montage, and it's something that like Warner Brothers put together. And it's so well put together and cut with the music and everything of all his movies. But at this part, when she says "Nothing's impossible, Charlie," is when like the big music swell happens and it gets to that last bit. And
I
it's
would have
very
fucking
nice.
cried.
I know, like literally, I start to cry when I watch it.
She's such
very well put together.
Okay, favorite grandparent. Go. Pick one.
In real life, I only have one. My grandma. Shout out.
No, from this movie, pick a grandparent.
Yeah, Georgina.
Georgina.
Because she wasn't hoarding money.
She wasn't a money hoarder. She wasn't married to a man that could walk. But I don't know. I love her.
She's a queen.
I love what you go. I love.
Dragonflies?
Yeah. What a repulsive boy. You don't even know what we're talking about. Dragonflies. And her little smile, her old person smile.
She's cute. Like she clearly like has dementia or something, but like she slays.
She's a fucking queen. Yeah. If anyone talks shit about Grandma Georgina, I'll kick your ass.
I would come out to her.
I would too. She'd be like, "Love wins."
No, she would say something completely unrelated.
I love love.
No, not even that. It would be like yellow telephones, like something fucking random.
And me, yes. I'll get one.
Yellow on the pride flag, yes, queen.
Yes.
Telephones, which gay people are always on, yes.
Yes. Yeah, me, yes.
During the night, we have these like who
Real
are these
people?
Wonka people?
They're real people.
They're
They have
on
to
these
be
Wonka bikes. They're not Oompa Loompas.
No, because they're normal people height.
Normal people height, but also one has like a mustache or beard. Like
When we get to the flagpole one and we get like that slight close up. Yeah.
Like unless Wonka just like he outsourced to like some newspaper company.
He was like, take these fucking bikes, put these shit up.
Yeah, the bikes is what makes it confusing. Maybe he gave them free bikes.
Oh. Okay.
Bikes for tykes.
I'll take no, not
Cash
them.
for clunkers.
Mm.
And then we have these little snippets of the Wonka craze in Tokyo, Morocco, and New York City. I do like the design here of the different.
Yeah, like the
Japan one looks so cool.
The Japan one looks cool. I like the Morocco one because it seems like so chaotic.
But I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that's how things work in Morocco.
No, but I think
I don't think even in this whatever time period this is, I don't think they're bartering with chickens.
We don't know that.
It felt like if I was Moroccan, I'd be like, well, that's not.
Well, we have money, so
what this is like.
We have money in our
currency, but nice try.
Attempt.
We have the first ticket found by Augustus in Dusseldorf, Germany. This is another one. I always quote peanut butter.
Caramel, bata buta. Why does he look airbrushed?
Well, also, yeah, he's caked. That face is beat.
And not only is he eating layers of candy, he is covered.
When is he gonna guest star on Drag Race?
Oh my god!
Did you see that Sarah Michelle Gellar is coming?
Yes. She said, "I've slayed for years now."
She wrote that one down. She was like, "What can I say as my
Yeah.
as my opener?"
She said, "How can I be cunty right now?"
Yes. Yes, and as Ivy pointed out, when she texted us randomly because she was watching this movie, his face is not wiped before he gets on camera, covered in chocolate.
He's fucking cracked, looking like a menace. I love when they're like, "What a repulsive boy."
Mm-hmm.
And Grandma Georgina's just like, "Mm-hmm. You're right."
Mm-hmm. Second ticket is found by Veruca Salt in Buckinghamshire, England.
And, okay, these people are evil.
Waggy Doodah in
And Gaba Guba Shakaba Gaba.
Oggy Doggy.
Hagi Doggy Subagaba.
Yeah.
This is Ubby Dubby. They're fucking speaking Ubby Dubby up in England.
Ubba
Dubba Subba Wubba. Okay, so like in the original movie, the Salts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Salts are like, they're just like money people. I mean, at least he's like, if you find it, you'll get a raise, like a pound, but like that ain't shit. But in this one, he's just like, fuck your shit, bitches, keep working. And then he steals the ticket. Like, no one gets a reward.
I felt so bad for her, for that worker. I was like, Queen, take that ticket.
She's probably been there for 2 days straight. No piss break. She has a bucket underneath her.
This was Amazon.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
Amazon saw this movie and was like, wait a minute.
I'm going to start a company.
Now, wait a minute. Something about this is a little...
A company that sells textbooks and then shortly after takes over the world.
Yeah.
Sells every fucking thing on the planet.
Literally, what the fuck? Also, like, can we get a quality checker? Can we get some quality check up on this fucking Amazon Jush? Anyone can just sell everything on Amazon.
I know, it's getting really bad. I was just reading an article about how, like, the junkification of like, well, it was about an article about how that's happening to Etsy now. Mm-hmm. About like third-party sellers and drop shippers are like taking over Etsy, which is basically what already happens through Amazon. Yeah. Anywho, we have the third ticket found by Violet Beauregard in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wait. Before this is when we get the scene where it's Charlie's birthday the night before, day before, right? And his parents come in and they're like, Charlie, like, I know it's a little bit before your birthday, but we might have, like, they're like excited, they're hopeful, right? And we only get one of these. No, we get two of them, actually. We get the one with Grandpa Joe later. But this is, in the original one, this is where Charlie goes, fooled you, didn't I? Fuck
when
her.
He opens the wrong Wonka bar?
Girl, you ain't winning shit off of that circle.
You got the wrong one.
Piece of shit. What that Hostess snack looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is so sweet. I legitimately almost teared up in your house. I was watching this in Sarah's house, by the way. Because he opens up the chocolate, and they're like, well, and then first everyone's like, no matter what happens, you still have the chocolate. Like nothing changes, everything's good. Like, but then Charlie, instead of being like, I just really want the ticket, he's like, it's chocolate. Like, and then he splits it amongst his family, and like they're all like nibbling on it and like doing their weird little coke sniffs. Yeah, and I just think it's so sweet and endearing that like in this one, Charlie doesn't care about winning, like outwardly.
Well, in this one, the emphasis is also on family,
which I'm also like, okay, whatever, blah, like what?
Whereas the other one, I think, was emphasized more of just like
winner, chicken dinner.
Or just like Charlie being like a relatively good kid, even though we like hate him. But this one is more hammering down like family.
It's family money.
The proud family.
Adam's family.
Adam's family. There it is.
Badass.
That ass. And so Violet Beauregard in Atlanta, Georgia, played by Anna Sophia Robb, our Carrie Diaries queen. For the two people that watch Carrie Diaries, I'm not one of them.
That was for you. I'm gonna be real again here. I don't see a problem with Violet. I think she's a little bitch, right? I think she can
She's
be a
just
lot.
like confident.
She's just a fucking girl
She's
boss.
just a girl that knows what she wants. She's She's not even gatekeeping or gaslighting.
No, she's just like, I'm a fucking winner, dude. I'm gonna keep winning, son.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, I've seen people do the Halloween costume, where they have like the blonde wig and then they do a little bit of the blue on the nose.
yeah,
like, as it's starting to spread. It's a cute costume.
that's a really smart con. All you need is what, like a blue tracksuit and like a blonde bob.
Yeah, a blonde little bob.
Little bob, you're done.
Speaking of bobs, Willy Wonka has the same fucking bob, and I forgot to say this. That bob, they based it off of Anna Wintour.
Okay, kind of a slay. I love Anna Wintour's bob.
Yeah.
But like, no, she's just like, she's a bad bitch. She knows karate. She's a gum chewer. I don't know. I think they're just both like highly driven women that need to be left alone. Let them win.
Both. Who, the mom?
Yeah, the mom.
Okay. I was like, not Faruka, that bitch.
Oh my god. No. Fuck her.
Mm-hmm. And we love. Was the dad shown? Potentially a single mother?
She's a single mother raising this champion girl.
Oh my god, who works 2 jobs?
A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kid and never stops.
Well, and then so in this one, like Mike TV in the first one, his mom comes to the factory. This one, it's his dad.
His pop.
And then also in the first
Oh, because
one,
we get the back-to-back ticket winners right now, right?
and yeah, and Violet and her dad came, but it's Violet and her mom.
No. Oh, yes.
Don't say no when I'm right. Who's gatekeeping, gaslighting, and girl bossing now?
Me. All the time.
Yes.
I'm okay with gaslighting.
Speaking of my TV in this one, he is from Denver, Colorado, not Marble
Arizona.
Springs, Arizona. And he's not a cowboy. He's a hacker boy, I guess.
He's like a genius. Like, legitimately like a tech genius.
Yes. And he also says the R word.
I was like,
I was shocked. I haven't seen this in years, and I was like, oh.
Every time I hear it, I'm like, all right.
Yikes.
Okay.
Ay.
Have you heard the theory that like all the kids are based off of like deadly sins and shit? I think we talked about it last episode.
We talked about it last episode, yeah.
Did we figure out which kid is what? I think in this one you can definitely see more traits of like each kid is something specific. Because like
Mike TV
is Wrath.
Oh, really?
Because if you like when Wonka goes like enjoy like the big like meadow that's behind you, Mike TV is just breaking shit.
Oh, you're right.
So I think his whole thing is wrath. Augustus is still gluttony. Veruca's greed, and then Violet is pride.
Yeah, well, in the original, it was Mike is sloth because he just watches TV all day. But that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why is pride a sin? Let's talk about that.
Because people are over here like, be humble, be humble. I hate that fucking word. If anyone goes, you need to be more humble, kill yourself. No, I'm joking. Like
you're not though.
I'm not. But I'm not.
For legal reasons, he's joking, but off the record, he's not.
He's really
mad.
I really fucking hate that shit because like I think Trixie Mattel said it best. She was like, because she was like, I hate that. I hate when people say like you need to be more humble. She's like Webster's like she read the definition. She was like, it's thinking that you're less than or not worth like the value that you think you are. And it's like, why would anyone do that? Why would you think that you're not worth something? Like, no. Be prideful. Get that ego up, child. Be able to back it up.
On the fan theories subreddit, user Dickweed Monkey Balls said that Grandpa Joe. He's talking about the original one. He also theorizes, or they, I don't know Dickweed's gender. They theorize that Grandpa Joe is lust, and Charlie is envy. Adams
in the original one.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're British because they said Grandpa Joe is an arsehole.
There we go.
And Shop said Chuggy Wuggy Doodads or whatever the fuck it was.
Like a little bitch. Oh my god. Okay, that does make sense because, and that's why the theory like kind of stops with like the 4 of them because Charlie really doesn't. He's just like there. Like Wonka says it later. He's like, "But you're just lucky to be here, aren't you?" Like,
Mhm.
and then Grandpa Joe is also like not like.
And the other one, he's more like, I want to go to this factory. This one, he's just like,
I need
I
to
used
follow
to work for you. Do you remember me? I'm just an old little guy.
Yeah, he's just like I loved working for you.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the tweet that's like, speaking of British people and there's silly phrases and stuff? Have you seen the tweet that's like British person waking up in a saw trap? What was all this then?
Yeah.
What's all this then?
What's all this then? I also love the meme that's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is just Saw for children.
Mm-hmm. And we talked about that a little last time.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday, isn't it? So yeah, all of the tickets, or no, sorry, there's one last ticket. But first, I do want to say this is another one that I think about a lot. This line from Grandpa George when he sees Mike TV say that he hates chocolate in his interview.
I don't know. I hate chocolate.
And he says, "Well, it's a good thing you're going to a chocolate factory, you bet."
And then Charlie's ears get covered. Yeah.
Yeah, he went off.
He was fucking mad.
Wait, it's a good thing you're going to a chocolate factory. And this is where we have Dad replaced by a robot at work. And then Grandpa Joe's secret hoard, his coin.
His little coin purse.
This is the only scene where he's kind of lusty. Like
Ew,
the other
don't call
one.
Grandpa Joe lusty.
Which is when Charlie gets back, because this is in the middle of the night that he's going to get this fucking chocolate bar for him.
I fucking guess.
And then when he gets back, he goes, "Do you have it?" It's very like drug deal. It's like,
yeah,
give
he
it to
needs
me.
it.
I need it. I'm like, girl, you were
Relax.
just being so sweet a minute ago. What happened?
You just revealed your secret coin purse.
He like took a nap and then came back and he was like, "Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get my fix." But there's no ticket in there. And then I want to talk about these gay queens.
The Esslers that walk by. Yes.
Yes, walking their dogs.
Those little Esslers. I said,
okay,
yes.
gay people. Yes, the ones that are like, did you hear the guy in Russia found the last golden ticket? As they're walking their dogs.
Like fully like
okay, we get it.
We get it, Esslers. I see your little wrist.
We get it, you old queens.
Do you think that's the writer?
Maybe the writer said two gay hags walking their dogs informed Charlie. Need. Yeah. And then Charlie finds some money on the ground and he goes into that shop and he finds the golden ticket. In my shop too.
In my shop too. Kid, I'll sell you. I'll buy it from you. I'll give you 50 cents.
I'll give you $1 million for that soda drinking hat.
Me, yes, sure. Yes, of course. Here it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then at least, just like in the other one, the sweet adult looking out for him saying,
just
get
go
the fuck away from him, and Charlie, don't sell it. Don't give it to anyone. Just go.
Well, and then I love this next part, right? Because like I can't really remember the original and what happens here, but like Charlie walks in and he's just not like. I mean, in the original, he just goes,
I got it.
But like in this one, I love that he runs in. He's like, I got it. Like he's like genuinely so ecstatic about it. But also like, I love that he's like. I love that Grandpa George has that because he's been mad the whole time, right? But then he literally goes.
He's the sweet moment of like, they print more money every fucking day. He says, I don't know how the economy works, but they're printing more money. So we're all going to be rich anyways.
I mean, that's what America seems to be doing, right? But yeah, he basically is like, in the entire planet, there are only 5 and there will only ever be 5. Keep it.
Until the next Wonka movie comes out and they promote it.
And then they do 5 more, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Charlie's like, and that's another reason like we like Charlie more in this one, is that Charlie's like, people offered me money, like, this could really help us. We can sell this. And then the family and Grandpa George specifically are like, no, you deserve this. Like, go to the factory.
Yeah, take the opportunity.
He says, I'm going to be pissing cabbage water out of my...
I'm going to be pissing and shitting cabbage water.
For years. It's fine. I'm used to it. Yeah, and Grandpa Joe who's tap dancing and says yippee.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Interesting.
Interesting.
Everyone looking at him like, what the fuck?
Like, hello?
What is this?
How are your knees able to do that?
And then we have the big day. It has arrived, and we have the iconic Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka, the amazing chocolate
here.
I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Tick-a-tay, 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 tick-a-tay.
Apparently that like either won a Grammy or got a nomination for a Grammy.
Fucking yeah, let's go.
Of all the songs in this movie. And then for some reason, the Good Morning Starshine, the Earth Says Hello, which is Wonka quoting the musical Hair for some reason.
I love that.
He loves the musical Hair. I don't know.
Well, also that's something that I quote fairly frequently too.
I think a lot of people do. Yeah. It's like probably the most iconic line from this movie for our generation. Good morning, Starshine. I thought it was just from this. I didn't know it was from Hair.
I thought it was just from this too. I'm not gonna lie. This is a fact that I am learning today.
I also do like I shake you warmly by the hand.
And then his little from his glaive.
Yes, and as they go into the factory.
Ooh, I love this fucking shot. Like after the doors close behind them, after Wonka introduces himself and he's like blah 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 blah, right? Because they walk in, right? But then there's
the
this
red
like
carpet?
There's a sweeping shot. I think that's what they're called, right? When they kind of just do like a right?
Sure.
Because they don't do those anywhere else in this movie. So that's the first time we see it, but it's such a cool like they're walking, right? You can see them coming like sideways. And then as they're walking forward, the camera spins and then it gets in front of them. I thought it was just a beautiful, beautiful shot.
And this is where all these kids are trying to introduce themselves to him.
Hi, Mr. Wonka. I'm Violet Beauregard.
I'm bubblegum bitch. I'm peanut bitch.
I'm Bata Buta bitch.
And then he says, Mike TV, you're the fucker that
You
ruined my
little mother
life.
bitch, yeah.
And then he's like, okay, Charlie, I don't know who the fuck you are. You're just happy to be here.
He said, hi, hello.
And this is also when he's like, you guys must be their parents? Yeah, moms and dads. Dad? Papa? I do think of Papa a lot. Dad? Papa? And then we have the so that's our first hint of like, oh, he's got some daddy issues.
There's something there. He's cracked.
There's something there. And then another one that we quote a lot is, would you like some chocolate?
You should have bought some.
You should have brought some.
Fucker.
Fucking asshole. As we get into the chocolate room, we see the Oompa Loompas from Loompa Land, all played by Deep Roy.
Yes, Deep Royd.
There's a flashback to Wonka in the jungle when he met them and
in the
hired them.
fucking center of the earth or something. I don't know where he
Journey
went.
to the center of the earth.
This is not only is this tied to Cloverfield, this is also tied to the Godzilla universe because this is the center of the earth.
And yeah, and it's all for those cocoa beans. And of course we have Augustus falling in, as we know, when he gets sucked up by the pipe. And then this is the only song that I remembered of the Oompa Loompa songs, which is Augustus Gloop, Augustus Gloop.
The great big green. I know all of them. I know all of them.
And they're all stylized in a different genre. Like this one is Bollywood themed, and that was Deep Roy's suggestion. And as we get into the other ones, we can talk about those. But yeah, Augustus Gloop gone, and this is more. Wonka's more sinister in this one, and very much like he's eyeing the tube, being like, yes.
Yeah, no, he's fucking crazy, and I think that's okay. Gene Wilder, he's sweet, right? Whatever.
It was just like a different. Like they were both a little sinister because in the end it was.
Well, because Gene Wilder and the other one's fucking cracked.
Yeah, well, but he's like it's a little more subtle of like you don't know if it was an accident or not, but this
he's like,
more
no, stop, don't do that.
Yeah, but this
in
is
this
more
one, he's
like,
probably like,
Wonka doesn't give a fuck about these kids. Like, this was his plan, was to weed them out until he gets his heir.
Yeah. I love
Enemies
that,
of the air, beware.
It sends him
Me
shooting
writing that
octopi.
in blood in the factory.
In the Wonka factory.
Enemies of the air, beware.
There's a fucking dead Oompa Loompa underneath it. Oh,
What?
fuck.
I know we're not gonna do Harry Potter episodes, but that's so fucking crazy that like Voldemort, I know you're like the most evil thing ever, but like it's so fucking evil to have this little girl writing in blood on the walls.
From a
Like,
cat that she killed.
Tone it
Right?
down a little bit.
It's from a cat?
Is it from Mrs. Norris? I thought Mrs. Norris was just petrified.
No, Felch's cat.
Which is Mrs. Norris.
A real person?
That's her name. No, it's just her name.
Oh, no, yeah, I think it's Mrs. Norris. She's found dead.
I thought she was just petrified. Well, whoever's fucking blood it is, like, that's fucked. We didn't...
What if it's period blood?
Girl. And maybe it was. But, like, Voldemort, let's calm down. Like, that was a step too far.
Girl, there is chalk in this school. There is paint.
Killing Harry's parents was fine, but, like, making Ginny write that out in blood?
In blood. She writes in his blood.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, we have...
Gets sucked. That boy gets sucked.
We have the boat scene where there's the Halloween flashback of Wonka as a kid with his little brace.
Mm-hmm.
Little Willy Wonkers and his dad being like...
What we call cavities on a stick.
Yes.
Okay, Count Dooku, fuck off. Damn, it's a fucking lollipop.
Mm-hmm. And then we have the tunnel scene. I don't know why.
Well, I love when he throws the candy into the fire and it turns like that blue.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, yeah.
But this tunnel scene is very, like, amusement park ride. Like, it looks so fun.
Yeah.
I don't know why this hasn't been turned into, like, a
At
ride.
Universal?
Well, it's a Warner Brothers movie, but...
Where's Warner Brothers?
Well, they have that land in Australia.
WB?
Yeah, I forget what it's called. It's not called that, but it has like a Warner Brothers section.
Is it Warner Brothers and Six Flags thing?
I mean, it's Looney Tunes, so I guess. I don't know really, but like this could be like a really cool ride.
Yeah.
In the invention room, we have the Gobstopper, the hair toffee.
Mm-hmm. We get to see all those little bits. It's like different callbacks to because we also learned that like Slugworth is in this movie, but he's like a bubblegum guy, which explains why Wonka doesn't like bubblegum because he's probably like, what else can you fucking do with it? Except for the food, make it into food.
Yes, and speaking of gum, we had the 3-course meal gum, which of course is what turns Violet into Little Girl Blue. Little
Big Girl Blue.
Mm-hmm.
She and blowed up.
Violet's song is like the funk one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
this is probably my favorite. Yeah. This is my favorite one. This is probably my favorite track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one's good.
Straight, and then when he goes, something like a violet, chewing on and on. I'm like, yeah.
And then obviously she's out to the juicing room. We move on to our next victim, which is Veruca Salt it's just called the nut room, right?
The floral fruit and nut room, yes.
With these squirrels. So
can we talk about how when he's talking about the Oompa Loompa, sorry, we skipped this, but I love it. He the caterpillar juice, and then he does that thing where he swirls it in his finger, and then he goes.
Oh yeah. And obviously in the first movie it was the golden goose eggs, but in this one it's the squirrel and the nuts, which is from the book.
Which I think is a way better thing than golden goose eggs, because those are still just eggs. They're not shitting out candy.
It is interesting. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they just didn't want to train a bunch of fucking squirrels.
Yeah.
But Veruca wants a squirrel for some reason, and then she goes to go touch them, and they all attack her. We love that.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes shooting down that hole.
She gets fucking pushed. She gets thrown. She gets yeet.
Yes, and then the dad ends up going in there too, obviously, to go after her, so she doesn't get burned up. And we have the Veruca song. Which genre is Veruca's song again?
What genre?
Mm-hmm.
It's like ballady.
Ballady.
It's well, hold up. Let me
I
see.
think it's. Oh, is this like the '60s, like Woodstocky type of one?
Yes, it is. It's like very like hippie. It's very like the only reason why I'm confused about it is because my TVs also has like a very like hippie part.
It has just the Beatles section.
The Beatles section, yeah.
Yeah, but his is more the Queen glam.
Yes,
rock,
his
70s.
is more glam rocky.
Mm-hmm.
Like techno-ish.
So Veruca's out, and now we just have to get rid of Mike TV.
Veruca's out. Her dad is fucking out. I love when the song goes, "Loving mom," or
They said, "Who did
"Dearest
this?"
mom and loving dad," and they kick his ass into that furnace.
They said, "Who's responsible for this? It's you, bitch. Get in that hole too."
Get in. I love that they punish this is the one parent that gets punished.
Mm-hmm. And probably the one that deserves it the most.
Probably, yeah.
Augustus's mom didn't do anything. What? She just lets him eat. And so what?
Let him eat.
She probably doesn't know that he does rude shit like saying, "Well, you should have brought some." You know, kids that would always like,
I'm an angel.
yeah, do that under their umbrella. Yeah. So their parents don't know. She seems sweet. I'd come after her too.
They will be selling him by the pound.
They will be selling him by the pound.
No, can you imagine me selling Augustus flavored candy coated gloop? Ew.
Ew. We get to the TV room, and this is where Mumbler,
Yeah.
which has been a through line throughout the movie, is that you're mumbling. I don't know what you're saying, even though Mike is not mumbling at all.
No. I love that though. I love that
It's
he's
in
like,
the book. Him yelling "Mumbler" is in the book.
oh really?
Yes, I do remember
Wait.
being like, "Oh, that's real."
But then before we get to that, this is when we get the full backstory. What the hell happened to Waller's Wonka?
Mm-hmm.
Because we see that like he finds it because they go, "Do you remember your first piece of chocolate that you've ever had or candy?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he finds that little piece of chocolate, that Lindor truffle.
That ball.
That little Lindor truffle, right? He finds it, puts it in his mouth, and he goes fucking feral. He becomes a fiend. Every piece of chocolate. I'm like, little kid.
Threatens him with the lightsaber.
He said, "Zoom, if you eat one more fucking chocolate, I will kill you."
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then, the bit where he's walking through all the flags and we're like, oh, he's traveling. It's like, no, girl.
Because he was like, I want to go to Europe. I'll be a chocolatier in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm. Bavaria.
Oh, Johnny Depp was also in that movie Chocolat, which I've never seen, but it's about chocolate.
Sure.
But yeah, so Mike TV, we know the story. They're sending the Wonka bar to the TV. And it's a 2001 A Space Odyssey reference with the music here and the gorillas on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he sends himself over there and we get his song, which is 70s glam rock with a little Beatles bridge.
Yeah. I think this might be my second favorite song.
I like when the Beatles part comes in. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I also love just like the choreography from Deep Jeans. What's his name?
Deep Roy. Deep Pockets.
Yeah, Deep Ribs. When they're like doing the guitar thing and they're all in that circle. I think it just looks really cool. Again, these sweeping shots that go from that are like from here and then they spin around. Those shots, I think they're just so cool here.
And then Mike TV's out. They keep going. Wonka says, "How many kids are left?" And he realizes it's just Charlie. And he's like, "Oh my God, you won.
Oh my God, winner, winner.
Oh my God, yes." So they take the glass elevator up and out.
And I love that they don't do the fucking "you stole fizzy lifting drink" like.
But that's iconic.
That is iconic, but it's also just like, what the fuck? Why didn't you kick them out right then and there?
No, but the mean thing that Wonka does do in this movie is when he says your family can't fucking come.
Yeah, he says it's no,
Which,
just you and
when
your
in the
family.
other one, he's like, of course they can come.
Yeah, they're more than welcome.
Of course.
Well, that's because Wonkers has family trauma.
And as they're up in the elevator,
Yes,
we see all the
trauma.
other trauma.
It's about
We
trauma.
We see all the other kids leaving. Mike TV is
Fucking
very
flat Stanley looking ass. I love this. I love the fact that we get to see what happened to the kids because they missed that in the last one.
because they died.
They fucking probably, yeah.
So Violet, is her spine gone or what the fuck? I don't get how juicing her makes her more flexible.
Because she's just like, I don't know.
I'm like, did they remove her spine?
She has no more bones.
I was like, okay.
I love. Wait, is Augustus like chocolate now? Like, is he like fucked? Is he like chocolate?
I think he's just like covered in chocolate.
Okay.
And then Veruca and her dad are covered in trash.
Yeah, the only two kids that got fucked were like the two worst kids, probably. Well, not even because Veruca was the worst out of the girls. Violet now has an edge on humanity. She's a fucking X-Men.
Yeah, it should have been Mike and Veruca that got fucked up forever.
Yeah. Like Veruca's hair should have been like burnt off.
Yeah.
She should have come out
Should
looking
have been
like
Anakin Skywalker incinerated.
half-faced.
I hate you. Yeah. And then they fly into Charlie's house.
In it.
Yes, in through it. I believe in the book they like fly there, land outside. They bring the bed into the elevator so that they can all ride in it.
What the fuck?
But in this one, they just drop in, break the fucking roof. And this is when he's like, "Oh, I'm giving Charlie my factory." He's like, "Can my family come?"
No.
Of course not, you little bitch.
And then
family is nothing. And he gets
And then Grandma Georgina says some looking wise shit here too. Everything will be okay, Charlie.
Oh yeah. But also Wonka talks about his haircut epiphany was when he figured out he needed to get an heir, which was when he found a silver hair.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh no, I'm aging.
Old. I'm aging."
Girl, if I like uprooted my life like that every time I found a silver hair,
Game
I would've gone
over.
through so many life changes. You see these?
I know.
You see these?
The guy that I'm talking to right now, he was like, "I found a gray hair. Like, I think." He was like, I feel very old, and I'm like, girl,
Gray hair.
let's talk about. I can't see them because of the camera, right? But like, let's talk about her. I found one in my mustache the other day for the first time, and I said, "It's time."
I've had white hairs in my eyebrow. What does that mean?
I've had white hairs on my forearm.
Okay.
I think it just means that we're stressed.
No, I think it's just like a genetic thing. I have like a lot of gray hair in spots, which is fine. I'm just gonna dye it gray and white for a little bit. Shaki said she would dye my hair.
Did you call her Shocky? Oh, who? That person that ghosts us every time we want to do anything with them?
Anytime we ask when she's available, she gives us her availability, and then when we say, "Okay,
silence.
Let's do this," nothing.
Silence. The silence is deafening.
I know. I saw her like a few weeks ago, and I called her. I was like, I was gonna text you to text the group chat and be like, "So what happened?" And then she was like, "Yeah, I know. Like I got busy." And then so after I saw her, I texted her, and that was when she was like, "Oh, like it's my birthday weekend. Yeah, I'm free this day." And then nothing. I said, "Where should we go?" And then nothing.
Crickets.
It's okay. I know she's like super busy and everything, so
she's a grown woman.
It's fine. It's fine. I just do think it's funny that it's like every time. Or that time her aunt got hit by a car, so she couldn't meet. That wasn't her fault. That wasn't her fault.
Oh, that was crazy.
Anyways, yes. So
her aunt's okay, by the way.
Yeah, she's fine.
She's fine.
She's fine. Unlike Missy Pyle in the movie Ma.
Dead.
That was graphic. But this is that sweet moment. This is again why we love this Charlie from this movie when he's like, well, no, I'm not going to take the factory. He says, I wouldn't trade them for my family for anything. Not for all the chocolate in the world.
Oh, the chocolate in the world.
He's like, okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye then. Sorry,
then
I'm
this
not
is-
going to pay for your roof.
Bitch.
Such a bitch. I hate him.
But this is when everything starts coming up Millhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Papa gets a new job repairing the robots. Charlie finally gets a fucking job.
Shoe shining.
Shoe shining. Grandma or mama no longer has to do cabbage soup because now they can afford a full turkey.
Yeah, they have bread.
Girl, let's talk about bread. I know y'all got some bread. And
Now
then
they have
Grandpa,
Oprah. I love bread. Oprah's cameo in this movie?
that was her.
No, did you see the Oprah scene?
Oh, in the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was
Oprah
weird.
was watching Oprah.
They had to pay her for that.
They probably did have to pay
For her likeness,
the
to use her
network
likeness.
to use that clip.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. So in this universe, Oprah exists.
Yes. I think in this universe everything exists except for like whatever Wonka's been doing.
Okay.
With the inclusion of, right? But yeah, everything is coming up Millhouse. They're fixing they're fixing their hut.
Damn, I guess there is another person of color in this movie if we count Oprah.
But she's
But
in black
should
and
we
white.
Anyways, this is where Wonka is all of a sudden out and about. He's getting his shoe shined.
I don't think he's out and
Charlie-
about. I think he's like stalking Charlie.
I know, but like leaving the factory, which is
Yeah.
a big deal.
I do love the bit where he was like, he did have fucking weird hair, and he's like, no, I don't.
I love that Charlie's like, what are you doing here? Like, I don't like you.
What are you doing here, man?
I used to look up to you and now I hate you. And Wonka's been having an existential crisis and he's like, family's nothing. Like, I hate family, blah,
But
blah,
like,
blah.
I like that chocolate. I like that Charlie isn't like, fuck off. He's like, all right, let's go fix your fucking
Let's-
family.
Yeah. And we had that therapy scene
Mm-hmm.
with the Oompa Loompa.
Because all his chocolate tastes like shit because he's no longer happy.
Yes. And so we go to Dr. Wonka's office.
And we
Dr.
see-
Wilbur Wonka.
We see I love this trope though, by the way. Like, I love this trope of like a distant like parental or like whatever, but like they're still keeping up with whatever their kids do because they have the clippings, the pictures, the receipts. Like,
Mhm.
they have all those little memorabilia things, which I think is always like a nice, like, you might not see it, but there is support kind of situation.
Mhm. But why does this dad not recognize his son until he opens his fucking mouth?
Like, there's a full picture of Willy Wonka.
And by that, sorry, by saying that, if you haven't seen the movie, you might think when I say by opening his mouth, like, oh, he talks. No. Like, he
I haven't
opens
seen
up his mouth to
bicuspids like this
inspect it,
before.
and he's looking at his teeth, and that's when he realizes that his bicuspids are that of his son.
I love what a fucking firefighter being like, we had to identify him through his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hi, Dad." And
Papa.
they hug.
They kiss.
Nothing's
They may
really
fuck
said,
later. I don't
but
know.
They hug a little bit. And then, yeah, and this is where we find out he's never flossed.
Not even
Not-
once.
Not to be all big floss, big oral.
Oh
B.
my god, Sarah. It's
So you-
sponsored by Big Colgate. We fucking get it. You
We
floss
need
every
floss,
fucking
like-
day.
Not flossing is so fucking gross when you think about it. If you floss, you'll find so much fucking stuff in your teeth, so much gross shit.
Oh, I'm aware. I can feel something in between my teeth right now.
If you're not flossing, like, girly, but I wrote, I know that mouth is nasty. That Wonka mouth, you know it's fucking disgusting.
No, he has like some really clean teeth.
No,
They're
he
white
does
as
not.
fuck.
Not in between. He's gonna get that heart disease because it comes down from your gums.
What?
You don't know that?
Oh my god. Sarah, why did you fucking unlock a new fear for me? Damn it. Now I'm gonna fucking have to floss. I'm gonna go buy floss at H Mart today now.
Good. Yeah,
Don't tell me the
uh,
details. Don't tell me details. Just I'm gonna floss. Okay,
there's
I
just
get
a
it.
link between them. It can start there, and yeah,
Okay, fine. I'll start fucking flossing. Jesus.
good.
I already
That was
don't
my
like to
plan
brush
here.
my teeth. It's so annoying.
Really? I know when you were like, I think we were staying with Frankie and Gerard, and you were saying like, "Oh, I did mouthwash, like, so I don't need to brush my teeth." And we were
No,
all
that
like,
was Brandy's. We were
Oh.
at Brandy's, and I
We
was
were
like,
like,
I
"That's not
mouthwash,
the
and you were
same
like, brush your fucking teeth. Yeah.
I said that is not the same thing at all. You need to go fucking brush your teeth. That is not the same thing.
You know, I only brush
Anyways.
my teeth twice a day when I'm around you.
What?
Like whenever we travel together, I only brush my teeth twice a day, like in the morning and at night.
But like normally you only brush them once?
Mm-hmm.
So
Even
you don't
though-
wake up and brush your teeth, you brush them at the end of the day?
No, I brush them like whenever I go out or something, like whenever I'm about to be around people.
What if you're not going out?
I'll try to remember.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness. And this is why we'll never make out. Because I know that mouth is gross. Because
It's crawling with germs.
Ugh.
It's those bugs from the Grinch.
Yeah, exactly. Those termites.
Ugh.
But then we have the scene where like Wonka and Charlie, that Wonka's joining them for dinner at the house.
Grandma Georgina says her iconic line, "You smell like peanuts." I
You
love
smell like
peanuts.
old people and soap.
And then
Yeah,
she
and
hugs
then
him.
as we pull out, like as the shot widens, we see they moved the house. They didn't
In the
rebuild
factory?
the house. They kept this shrieking shack. They kept this crooked ass house. They just
Lord.
took it by a crane and dropped it into the factory.
What, they have a massive plot of land. Why didn't they just build the house in like an underground tunnel?
Yeah. Really makes no sense. It was like Wonka's like, I'll give you a little bit of money, but not a lot.
I'll let you have your family, but they have to stay in their fucking crooked shack.
Yeah.
Their hut.
Yeah. And then we see that an Oompa Loompa was narrating this whole movie.
And that's how Charlie Bucket and his family lived happily ever after. The end.
And now Juan's gonna read us some IMDb reviews.
IMDb.
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 I'll tell you this right fucking now. Everyone, all 1.5k people that wrote a review are writing dissertations, critical analysis on this fucking film. Okay, you know how hard it was to find something that's just a paragraph? Everyone's writing like full thesis statements. Like, Jesus Christ, it's a movie about chocolate. Ugh.
I feel like that's for most movies that we look up, like for the reviews for. We're like, how did you write
When we were doing
this many
decoms,
paragraphs?
when we were doing
for some
decoms,
of
it
the
was so
decoms.
easy.
Even for some of the decoms, some of the essays, it's like, how did you write this many paragraphs on Hounded? You
I
know?
can't even do that. So here are my reviews. I picked two good ones and one bad one. I picked the other one because it was really short, so there's 3. Here's one from 2009 titled Chocolate.
I love your chocolate.
This movie surprisingly has more comparisons to candy. It's sweet, delightful, and rich in taste. Johnny Depp also does a marvelous job as Willy Wonka himself. There's nothing that parents will have to worry about. What? There's nothing that parents will have to worry about this movie. Cool. It'll make a fine and delicious treat that the whole family will devour over and over again. It's also better than the original, in my opinion. But Johnny Depp isn't the only big star in this movie. Now wait for it. The movie itself wouldn't be as candy-coated as it is today without the performance of Freddie Highmore, parentheses, August Rush, close parentheses.
I'm a surgeon.
Who plays Charlie Bucket. Trust me when I say you will be in for 115 minutes of pure and delightful fun. This is one of the movies that even chocolate cannot top.
Okay. I am a surgeon. I am. No, can't do this. Those
Sure,
good doctor clips are crazy.
those good doctors are fucking wild. I can't believe that show is airing. This is my other one, written in 2005. Weird. The original Gene Wilder film is superb and original. It's the original. A classic of its time. We have a saying in England. Guess the saying. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Trying to say in England.
Let me tell you something, girly. I think everyone says that everywhere.
Fuck? That's like saying we have a saying here in the U.S. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You know what I mean?
We
That's
have a
what we
saying
say.
down here in Mexico. C'est la vie. Johnny Depp, who is a brilliant actor, gave me the creeps in this version. I did not feel comfortable with my young children watching such a weird character. The props and sets are better than the original, but so they should be. Gene Wilder in the original film came across as an eccentric recluse, which was fine. This Tim Burton version went back into Willy Wonka's, literally Willy Wonka's childhood, which I found confirmed and weirdness of the Willy Wonka Johnny Depp part. The magic and charm of the original film, its script, and story lines should have been left alone with the now carbon copied Oompa Loompas.
Literally copy pasted.
Copy pastas.
But they did give Deep Roy $1 million since he played all of them.
Deadass?
That was it. Yeah, like once they were like, let's just have him play all of them, they bumped his salary to $1 million.
Ooh, Deep Roy fucking sitting on that mill.
And by the way, guys, he's on Cameo for $50. So
you know, because those millions
they run out.
This is my last one, written literally in 2020, year of COVID. Magical. This movie is it's so good. We watch it every Christmas. It's a family tradition. Fun. The whole family. Johnny Depp is superb. Comic timing is incredible.
Short and sweet. We love that.
We love it.
I just want to say that I looked up the origin of that phrase, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it says it originated in the USA and is often attributed to Thomas Bertram Lance, who was a close advisor of Jimmy Carter during his 1976 campaign.
We have this saying in England,
made by a friend of one of our presidents.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ugh.
Maybe fix your teeth.
Maybe, yeah.
Says the person that doesn't brush as frequently as they should.
Maybe focus on your soggy bottoms and your chippy chaggy doggy rollies or whatever the fuck. Anyways, if any
people from the UK are gonna beat our
listeners are listening, I would love to come visit. If you have a place for us,
Show me your cold city.
Because I do love the Spice Girls movie. We have some tweets here. This is from Grace at DivaGrace13. I remember the DVD had a tutorial to learn the Oompa Loompa dance, and somehow the Augustus Gloop dance moves are still in my brain, even though I haven't watched this movie in 15 years.
Teach us.
And it is on YouTube if anyone wants to watch it.
Slay.
Amy D at Bullet Girl says, luckily most channels air them together, like both of these movies. So I just wait for Willy Wonka to come on. And that's kind of where I'm at.
Okay, ABC family, I see you.
And Lindsay at Lindsay_V_B_ says, I only like when she turns into a blueberry.
Okay, so y'all are haters of this one. Got it. I'm the lover here.
Just from the tweets we got. That's
I'll trust it.
Yes. And then a couple of letterbox reviews here. Mike TV definitely grew up to be a Twitch streamer. Someone pointed out that it's Saw but with no blood, make it a kids movie, blah blah blah. That motherfucker, Grandpa Joe, watched his family starve for years, knowing damn well his legs were working fine. We hate Grandpa Joe.
Oh my god, he's just tired. Okay. In Joe's defense, in Grandpa, not Sleepy Joe. Fuck him. Fuck that one. Fuck Sleepy Joe. Grandpa Joe. Technically, none of the grandparents were said to be like unable to move. They're just like sleepy. They're just like sleepy old people.
And this last one I'll read is 5 golden tickets are distributed all over the world for 5 white kids to win. Which is true for both adaptations.
Very true. Also, why did Americans win 3 of them? 2 of them?
2.
Maybe 3. Who the fuck knows where Charlie lives?
Yeah.
3 of the whitest nations on the planet. Britain, Germany.
None of those Japanese kids could win one?
Girl.
Like, they showed us Japan.
No.
No. Just simply no.
Someone's fucking dad sold their family goat for a chocolate and didn't win.
Yeah. And now they get no milk. Now they have no dairy.
No cheese.
What are our final thoughts on the movie?
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stand by my man. No. Not him. Not the other one. I'm talking about Freddie Highmore. I love Freddie Highmore so much.
Mm-hmm. Your August Rush king.
Lord have mercy. I love that movie. But no, I like this movie a lot. I think because I watched this one before the original, it like holds that like nostalgia grip. I definitely like. I wish they had put a nod to Pure Imagination in this movie somewhere. Like I think
I know they couldn't add those dun 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 into
just
the score somewhere.
Something.
A little hint.
Mm-hmm. It's like the most iconic thing, right? I think it would have been great to hear it. But Danny Elfman's a piece of shit. So, and my only grief with this movie is literally just that sequence of when they get introduced to like, I guess the main floor of the candy factory, right? Like your background.
Yeah.
Like whenever they get introduced to that, I think it would have been better if it were more wonder. If there was more wonder. But I think it's really just supposed to show like all the kids being like fucking bitches to each other more than anything.
Also, I didn't mention it, but this hill is giving Jack the Pumpkin King. It's
a little bit, yeah.
Nightmare, about to say on Elm Street. Nightmare Before Christmas, hill vibes, and also the bridge that Oswald Cobblepot is, remember, and the penguin goes through when his parents say "fuck this thing" and they drop.
Tim Burton really just loves like hills and bridges, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Send that fucking fucked up baby away.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, it's hideous. Get rid of this thing.
Throw it away.
Wait. So how many stars are you giving it?
I'm gonna give it 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
I think bits of it could have been like more wondrous. Specifically, that part.
Yeah.
But I think overall, it's like, I think it's a good adaptation, and the CGI like isn't shit for 2004. Like it's a really good, well-made film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it 3 stars, which is a good rating. Like it's average, not bad. Yeah, I like some of the things that this one did that the 1971 one didn't, like having a more likable Grandpa Joe and Charlie,
a more likable like main cast in general. Also, like I feel like I know these kids more than I know the other ones.
Yeah, and I think this one I do like the like theme of like family being included a little more. Not that the other one necessarily needs it, but like it just makes Charlie like
it's a
more,
little
like,
pushy on the family agenda in this one.
The agenda, big family.
Big family.
Okay.
Big het. Can we just start calling it Big Het?
Het families. Big
Just having a
nuclear family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like otherwise, like this was my first time watching it in a while, and I was excited to watch it because I hadn't seen it in so long. But now I could wait another like 10 years probably. Like
I mean, this isn't a movie that I rushed to watch.
That you August rushed to.
That I August rushed to.
Mm-hmm.
I August rushed to Coraline and the Corpse Bride.
Yeah, like I could watch it and enjoy it, but it's not like I don't know. Like obviously,
It's not a comfort movie.
The OG to me, yeah, no, it's a scary movie to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little scary for me.
Ooh, scary.
But yeah, we're closing out Wonksember. Do not stay tuned for our episode on Wonka, the new movie, because we are not seeing it.
It's not happening. The only person that I know that watched it is our friend Eunice.
I think Ivy saw it.
Okay, 2 people.
Mm-hmm. Did you know they only cast, not only, but like, I believe they got inspiration to cast Timothée Chalamet because of his rap videos. Do you remember seeing those?
Ew, no.
Have you ever seen those?
No.
You don't know Timmy Tim the Next Slim Shady.
I'm not gonna watch that.
It's like him in high school, like skinny white boy, just how you would imagine, like sideways hat.
Ugh, that's so sick.
I don't know why he made them for. Or there's that one of him, like I think on stage at like a talent show, like drunk dancing, and I'm like, what is this?
No.
Anyways, but yeah, let's give a shout out to the one, the only.
Let's hear it for the girls. This is the part where we shout out our dearest and bestest girly pop, Iris. Hey, hey, hey. She texted me the other day. I miss her. I miss her a lot. We should hang out with her. We should go get dinner. We should go get sushi. What the fuck is that? A candy cane? You eat those?
Yeah, now I'm eating. Some kid at work gave me this Skittles candy cane.
No.
Which really just tastes like, I can't put my finger on it. I was trying to think the other
Poison.
day. Maybe like Fruity Pebbles or something. Like, it's not like Skittle tasting though.
Okay. Well, anyways, Iris, like a Skittle, is part of the LGBTQ.
Rainbow.
She's part of the rainbow, girl.
And I was like, okay, kid giving me this gay ass candy cane.
Queen. Yeah, she's our podcast artist. She does the artwork for our podcast that isn't done. The ones, our main one, pretty much our main artwork.
But also this one,
our holiday artwork.
Yeah, our holiday one.
I think Mara is pretty much exclusively our spooky one, except for I think Iris did one. But anyway, she's one of our dear friends, an artist, a creator. Support her if you can. Just give her a follow. Check out her shit. You know, artists. We're not fucking making shit. We're not doing reels. Like, I'm not gonna do that. If you notice, I post every fucking 37 moons, okay? So does Iris, maybe. So just support us. Support artists, support creators, and whenever we do have the inkling to do something, give us money, please, and let us charge you what we think is best. But yeah, go support her. Go support her on Instagram and X still. Let's just say Instagram. Okay, let's just say Instagram at Creamsicle Panda.
Yeah, I don't know if she's still on Twitter.com. But yeah, and if you want to support us, follow us. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and Blue Sky now. At
Mr. Blue
Pod. Obviously, you can rate and review our podcast. That's something for free you can do that would help out. You can also buy merch. We got some TeePublic merch that's always available at the link in the description. And then we got some more limited merch. We got some pins, some stickers.
Ooh, follow Sarah's pin account, y'all. She's making some good shit. I saw that box full of your pins, your up and coming drop.
Oh yeah, because they just got delivered yesterday.
And I said, interesting. I haven't seen these yet.
An exclusive look. Imagine
I almost took a picture and was like, y'all check these out. But I said no.
Yeah, I'm about to upload them right after this.
Is that pin in relation to the little video you posted the other day, the little clip?
Yeah. So my latest pin I wanted to do for the holiday season is for my favorite, one of my favorite movies in general, but like one of my favorite holiday movies as well, which is While You Were Sleeping, starring Sandra Bullock. It's a very underrated romantic comedy that takes place over Christmas and New Year's. So like, that's why I'm dropping them now. But yeah, and then I have some like drops planned for some more pins next year. Obviously, the more pins I sell, the more I can make. So like because like right now I'm planning like, oh, maybe I'll do like one drop every 2 months. But if if they start selling like hotcakes, I could move to like every month maybe. So but yeah, right now, if you're gay, I probably have a pin you like, especially if you're like a lesbian or bisexual. Then maybe I have a pin you might like. I have a Parent Trap pin that's 2 pieces. It's a little photograph from the movie. High School Musical, the musical, the series fans. I have a pin for you. So yeah, thanks for the plug there. Go check it out. But we have pins on our podcast store too, so go check it out. We have hand painted ornaments that I did. I got a little crafty. And yeah, some stickers and stuff. Hope you guys liked your Wonksember cards. If you got them, they came with little shrimpy Santa hat stickers, which were cute. And thank you for continuing to support.
Yes, sir.
And of course, you can also sign up for our Patreon. Patreon.com/planetweirdpod. Thank you to our patrons. Let's see, I have it written down here. This month we've been talking about Lilo and Stitch over on the Patreon for their $10 and $15 tiers. But if you just do $5 a month, you get the video versions of this podcast, which is fun. You can see me in Wonka Land in the chocolate room right here.
And me in my bedroom in a hoodie.
And even if you support us at like $1 or less than $5, where you're not necessarily getting any exclusive stuff, we still very much appreciate you.
If you want to see my nipple, go to the $10 tier.
But yeah, thank you to our patrons: Grace Worspawn, Alexa Pratt, Jose Contreras Jr., Natalie Hernandez, Lindsay Britt, Lizzie Hankerson, Frank George. Is that everyone? I might be missing someone. While I'm looking for it, think of Ivy's last name.
Okay.
Do you have it?
Ivy Gabagoopa.
Ivy. Oh, Ivy. What was the candy company I said? I think it started with a G, didn't it?
What the hell was it called? Goompa Goompa Doompa Doompa.
No, I don't remember what it was. There's no way. I think it was Choggy. I don't know. Let's see who else we got. How do I go to active? Oh, there we go, active. Fiona Hart. I know you came back as a patron. Thank you very much. Yeah, I know. Again, for the holidays, it's been tough, and I know people like Emily literally messaged us and was like, "I'm so sorry, like I have to drop out of being a patron for now because our rent got raised and blah blah blah, or our mortgage." And we're like, "It's like, girl, that's fine.
Girl, you literally own a house and have a baby.
Girl, that is a-okay." So we very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. And speaking of Patreon, Juan, you get to decide. We have a split vote for our next Patreon episode. Do we want to do the Lilo and Stitch American Dragon crossover, or do we want it to do Lilo and Stitch and Kim Possible crossover?
Fuck. What if I watch both and then I decide?
Up to you.
Oh no, I don't know. I'm gonna say American Dragon because I like that show a lot.
Okay. Then if you're on Patreon, you can look forward to that if you're in the $15 or up tiers. And next month, a new year, a new month, a new theme.
January 2024.
Get ready for Japanuary.
What the hell is this?
Japanuary. Hello.
We're only gonna cover. Are we gonna cover? What's his name? What's his name?
We will be covering 2 Studio Ghibli films. Hayao Miyazaki. So yes, we will be covering Spirited Away for sure, because obviously that's like the big one, won an Oscar, blah blah blah. But I want you to pick the other one because I
Princess
haven't.
Mononoke.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay, because I was gonna be like maybe Totoro or Ponyo. There's a more like kid-ish maybe, but okay, you're going rough.
Rough. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, but Howl's Moving Castle is also really good.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I've only seen Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle, so I thought maybe you could decide. Because have you seen the other ones?
Yeah, I've seen so I've seen Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, Castle in the Sky. What's the one? Something Valley.
I don't know.
Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind, and I've seen Ponyo. I basically whatever was on HBO Max, I fucking ran through that bitch.
Totoro?
Yeah. Oh, that's the one that I haven't seen. I haven't seen My Neighbor Totoro.
Did you see his new one, The Boy and the Heron?
No, I want to go see it so bad in IMAX.
Okay, so should we do Princess Mononoke?
It's one of my favorites, and I love the score so much. Yes, we're gonna do Princess Mononoke.
Is that gonna fuck me up?
No, a little bit. Actually, yeah, it's about capitalism and environmental climate.
Oh well, like I'm used to that.
Okay.
Well then we'll be doing those 2 next month. So look forward to that on the main feed. And then I think
I had a feeling. I had an inkling, Sarah. I knew it in my fucking bones. You were gonna do this. I was literally about to ask you, do you think we're ever gonna do a Ghibli movie?
I did this all for you, and because there's no other pun I could think of we already did Annuary and Hathaway.
Jumpuary, where we cover movies that involve jumping, like Jumper.
No. And then for January's Patreon show, we're gonna be doing Dave the Barbarian.
Dave
the Barbarian.
No, don't say forgotten.
Forgotten. Disney Plus sure forgot about it.
Oh, kill them.
Our lovable himbo, Dave the Barbarian.
I love that. Do they have American Dragon on?
I think they do have American Dragon on Disney Plus. Yes. Anyways, well, we hope everyone has had a wonderful, wonkerful Wonksember, and happy holidays, whatever you're celebrating. But hopefully, you're mostly celebrating Wonksember.
Yeah.
That's number 1. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, whatever. That could be number 2.
Like actual deities, like actual quote unquote, because they're not real.
Let's keep Wonka at number 1. You know.
Yeah. Let's keep him at the top.
Well, we will see you in 2024, I suppose.
I'll see you next year.
Oh my god, the next time we see you will be in 2024.
I'm working New Year's Eve at the museum overnight. The way I'm gonna be see you next year when I get to my shift.
That's like the classic coworker thing. I'm like, okay. All right. Okay, well, bye everyone.
Goodbye, girls and boys.
Goodbye,
and
Starshine.
The Earth says goodbye.
Willy Wonka, Willy Wonka,